Hey, bud.
Hello. Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast. Jacob started with his infamous catchphrase.
Hey, bud. This is what I say when I'm tipsy.
A few weeks ago, you're like, anytime I say, hey, bud, take a shot. And you said it twice so far in the intro.
I don't think I say it in the middle, though. I think it's just an intro thing.
Intro, so it's like you want people to start at the same level as us.
Yeah, take a shot.
So cheers, everybody. Happy middle of December. We're drinking some stouts. We're going to crack some Bourbon County 2022 in a little bit.
Very excited for that.
Very excited. Jacob's never had Bourbon County, and I'm very excited to crack that Bourbon County cherry.
Oh.
Yummy.
Okay.
But we're finishing off our stouts that we had for pre-gaming, and we're having a wonderful, fantastic, moistest of the Monday, and hopefully you are as well. Let's freaking rock that intro, baby. Welcome back.
It's beautiful every time.
Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast. How's everyone doing? Happy Moist Monday. Hopefully you're having a great freaking December. Hopefully you're having a great freaking end of the freaking year.
Wild.
Guys, 2022 is almost behind us.
Do you remember 2021? Because I legitimately don't.
I mean, 2 years ago? 2021?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Like, because 2020 was an infamous year.
Yeah, but then also 2021, we were still dealing with that year.
Right. So it's like it didn't even exist.
I barely remember this year.
That's fair. But then if
it's always so weird thinking about what you did of 2022 in, let's say, February. Exactly. You go, I don't know. I know we started brainstorming ideas for the podcast maybe then.
Because we started recording mid-February because Valentine's Day was the first day we recorded. And the podcast came out in March.
Okay, yeah. So we were recording. So.
But the idea that we haven't even been doing this for a year is
which is insane because we
me.
have fucking 50 plus episodes.
Right, yeah. And also just of how long this has been a part of my life.
And how it's a national holiday now.
Yeah,
which is
every Monday.
Every Monday's a national holiday. You should get every Monday off of work.
For Moist Monday. Imagine if every week on a calendar it says Moist Monday.
That's what my calendar says.
Can we make a calendar?
We can make a calendar. Anybody can make a calendar.
No, but sell it. But put no holidays besides Moist Monday.
And it's every Monday. What are the images we use? Us?
Yeah, we can do a calendar shoot. Shit, it's probably too late to do it for 2023.
We can start brainstorming for 2024.
Yeah. So
also, they release calendars all throughout the year.
What?
Because they release 18-month calendars. You know, where it
who uses those?
You know, so you can buy it whenever, but then you still have a full year. You know what I mean? So you can buy it in June.
Where June's the first month?
I don't remember exactly how it works, but then you'll still have a full year to use it. You know, you might miss out on
18-month calendar.
Just because you bought it in the wrong month.
But still, I would rather just have the year and be like, oh, I lost that. These 2 months are a waste of time or a waste of money. They should really give you a discount of when you buy a calendar during the calendar year.
They should. And then be like, hey, if you want to buy a 2022 calendar, it's December of 2022.
It's it's
$1.
Yeah.
But you get really hot images.
You can just enjoy the first 11 for the fuck of it.
Well, because sometimes calendars have really cool images.
Sometimes.
I remember having one. Well, I can think of a few. I remember stealing a calendar.
Why?
From my uncle.
Okay.
Because his wife was making him get rid of it.
Oh.
And it was a daily calendar.
Of hot girls?
Swimsuit models. And that was...
So that had 365 pictures of it?
It had a lot of pictures. And I loved every photo many times.
Did you do it one a day or could you not handle it?
There was a couple that...
You jumped through a week's worth?
There was a couple that were multiple day.
I leave it up.
I revisited the day.
Because,
but I remember being so paranoid I didn't even get through the full thing because I used it for a while. I used and abused it for a while, and then I was like, I gotta get rid of this because this is like I stole this from my uncle who also used this,
and my evidence is all
and
over
my evidence
it.
is all over it, and I'm shouldn't have this.
So were you worried like your parents would catch you with it?
Yeah, even though like they literally weren't even naked.
No, it was just swimsuit.
It was just swimsuit, but they were hot as fuck, dude.
So it was literally 365 photos?
I don't remember. It wasn't maybe that. It was like, maybe it was just a month. Maybe there were 12 photos.
Okay, and you just
But,
flipped
like,
through
they
them
were
a lot. You didn't
fucking-
use it for its calendar?
No, because it was an expired calendar. But I remember finding it in his recycle bin.
So you didn't even steal it. You just recycled it.
I mean, I did steal it because he was supposed to get rid of it, but he did get rid of it. And then
He
I
recycled it.
And then I remember.
I bet he'd be happy to know you got it.
You want to know how I got rid of it though?
What? Did you burn it?
No, I buried it in the snow. I buried it in the snow.
That will melt.
I know. I went to a random location and buried the calendar in the snow.
From guilt.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So somebody,
You buried your shame, and then in like March, somebody found
so
it.
somebody's on somebody's yard found a calendar of bikini women.
But
I
like,
can't imagine the wife of that family is like, I thought you told you to get rid of this.
or like if their kid just found it. Like,
And then
what the fuck?
Maybe it's a calendar that got used by the world. It
Maybe.
just keeps getting recycled.
Do you ever hear? I've never experienced this, but I've heard other people experience that. There will be porn in the woods.
What
Like,
do you mean?
Like porn magazines.
Like magazines.
Yeah, hidden in the wood, and that's like a thing.
So it's like one of those like boxes that you search for.
I guess. Like people, that was just a common thing for people to hide it out there, or maybe they left it there just so they could revisit. That's like a thing that people around our age have experienced.
I've never found porn in the woods.
Me neither.
But I have. What is that? Geocaching. That's what it's called.
I got the app. I've never used it.
I used to do that a bunch with my dad when I was younger, but it was never for porn.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
It was always for like a pencil sharpener.
Yeah, like is geocaching like fun?
It's fun. The hunt.
Because I downloaded the app
The
and I was
hunt is
interested.
fun, but also it kind of tells you where to go. So
Right,
like,
it's just the
is it-
exact pinpoint,
Is it
right?
really a hunt? I mean, but then you got to find it. So it tells you. Like I remember going to like. He didn't even have the app. He had a device he bought. My dad bought a device, a geocaching device. There's
I'm
like
curious-
a GPS like searching thing.
Because now I'm curious what the nearest one to my house is.
They were everywhere, dude.
There's probably one in that park.
But I remember like stopping at random rest stops, at random parks, random roads, and being like, "There's a geocache somewhere nearby. Look in the trees. Look for." Because you literally, when you find it, sometimes there'd be stuff, and you'd take it and replace it. But most of the time, it was just a small thing. You'd open it, write your name, date, and
Weird.
time when you found it. So you could be like, "Oh wow, this has been here for fucking 3 years." It was kind of cool, dude.
I like the idea. I just have never used the app. Now I'm curious what the nearest
I
one
like
is.
scavenging, and but also it kind of tells you where to go. But then once you get to that area, it's like it kind of is like it's in this bubble. I don't even know if it's still a thing.
I don't know either. That's why I was seeing if I had my phone, but I don't.
But I mean, I remember really enjoying it. But I was also a young kid, so I don't know.
Because I'd be curious to see what like the nearest one is and if it's anything good.
You'd probably be disappointed
Probably.
because it's not porn.
I don't need that.
Why? Because it's on the internet.
Yeah.
We're also on the internet. I did bring some topics today, which is nice. So I used to have the notebook, and I have the notebook right here. But I've converted to the
Wow.
iPad,
E-notebook.
an e-notebook, electric, more efficient. So the first thing I want to do
Yes.
is kind of a callback to an earlier episode. That's why I have the physical notebook here.
Okay.
Is I would like to do a 6-month goal check-in.
Because, well, the episode came out a few weeks ago.
The episode came out November 7th. The episode's called Dropping Like Flies.
So a month ago from when we're recording this one.
Yeah, a month ago from when we're recording this one. But we recorded that episode June 13th.
Okay.
So, and I had written the goals a couple days before that, so that's about 6 months from now.
Yeah, that is.
So this is kind of the checkup follow-up episode of that, but also we'll dive into other things, post-up. But I would like to be like, hey, let's see if I'm accountable for my 6 months goals. So that's why I brought the physical, because that's where I wrote my goals at.
All right, let's hear them. Because I don't remember.
So the first goal, that's because he doesn't listen to the episodes.
I listen to a lot of them. It's not all.
Whoa, I had like a week 1, week 2 with like check marks, and I barely made it to week. I did 3 weeks of
Check marks.
checks marks and then quit doing it.
All right.
So that's a good sign. First thing on my goal list, I put have my own apartment.
Hey,
Checkmate, baby.
when did you get that? 3 months ago? 4 months ago?
August,
Okay.
day 1 of August, because
Okay.
it's Draugust. Remember?
Yep. Yes, I do.
We couldn't drink. And
That
sucked.
fucking sucked.
And then I had a subgenre in that.
Okay.
Get a desktop with 2 monitors. Fail.
Damn.
Fail.
Do you need that still?
I have.
Because you got a new laptop.
We had a computer issue, you know. That's why these episodes are coming out late, or the old episodes are coming out late. I have a desk. I don't have a desktop. I have a really good MacBook now that works, so it gets the job done.
There you go.
But I would like to have 2 monitors, and maybe once I start school and get some side income coming in, I can make that happen.
There you go.
Because that'd be nice to have a legit setup. But first goal, doing great.
All right.
Next one, workout / physical activity twice a week. Bare minimum, 30-minute walk.
Oh. Have you been doing that? We've climbed once a week recently.
I climbed twice last week.
There you go.
I remember when I wrote these goals, I was going on walks, and then working out, and then running because it was Tough Mudder,
Right.
and then
But not weekly.
post Tough Mudder is when things stopped.
Yeah.
So
No. Fail.
yikes, it's tough revisiting these. I thought I started off good,
Yeah.
and then here's one that's gonna be fun to address.
All right.
Don't call into work for depression.
You did not pass that
But I'm technically passing now.
because you've
I'm
been...
unemployed.
Yep.
Here's this. This is the fun one. So that's technically a fail because I was still calling in.
Yep. You did good for a while.
I did good for a while because I was hyped and I was like, hey, I got to get motivated. I got to write in my notebook. I got to follow the freaking chart. And then I was like, I fucking hate this job. I fucking hate this place. I got to get the hell out of here. So then I started calling in again. But then I quit my job. I'm unemployed. So
Well, you put your 2 weeks in, and then in that 2 weeks, you called out a few times.
in that 2 weeks, I put my 2 weeks in and I went to work 2 days.
And called out 3 days, and they were like, you just don't have to come back.
The owner called me and I didn't answer because I knew why he was calling me. He left a voicemail and he goes, hey, if you're not going to fulfill your 2 weeks, I need you to return your tools because I won't sign off on your last paycheck unless you don't return your tools.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I was like, I get it.
Yep.
But also that gave me a panic attack.
Sure.
I was so anxious. So then I ghost dropped my tools off.
Just like, because explain how, because you live like tweeted it to me.
I was so nervous and anxious about this whole experience because I had fucking ghosted my job basically, but I had to return tools since I was a carpenter. So this is so shitty and so shady. But also every time I tell people like I put my 2 weeks in and didn't fulfill them, everyone's like, who cares? Good for you because people they can fire you without 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
You know, and also I hated it anyway. So like, I mean, okay, yeah, I hated it. Whatever.
Yeah, it was like shitty of you to do it, but like, who cares?
Yeah, whatever. Move on. Live and learn. Okay, so I had a bunch of tools in my car because that's how I was getting the job sites, you know, and using my tools. So I had to return them. Luckily, it was a nice day when I was returning them. So I remember in my parking lot of my apartment, arranging the tools, getting them all clean, taking all my initials off, getting the tape off that I had marked them, getting them all organized. So it was literally, they were there right at the edge of the door, all ready to go. I had took my personal tools out of, like, because I had like a tool bag, took all my personal stuff out of it. And then I like drove past to make sure because at their parking lot, there's a garage door. And I just wanted to make sure that nobody was around. And luckily the garage door was open.
Did you do like a full like loop first?
So I wanted to make sure no one was around and I was like, yes, it's clear. So I pulled my car right up to the garage door and luckily it was open. And I put my tools right inside the garage.
So it was just like,
just literally, and I kept my car on. I kept my car. It took me 2.5 trips, I think, 3 trips. It took me 3 trips to clear all the tools out. I literally put them right inside the door as fast as I fucking could and then got the hell out of there. I was having such an anxiety attack while I was doing it because I was like, please don't get caught. Please don't get caught.
doing what you need to do.
But I was like, I don't want to address someone being like, oh, why are you being such a piece of shit?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine, like, they're just like, oh, this is how he left?
Yeah, well, like,
Because I used to be like,
that they came around the corner like, oh, there's tools there now.
and they're like,
All right.
they're probably like so confused because like I was
no
there.
one's done it that way.
Well, I was there for like over a year, and like I had called in obviously a lot because of like depression and anxiety and stuff. But like I'd had many talks too about like, hey, we need you to come to work, but like your work quality is good, and we need the help. So like they were like, man, this guy is decent. He just if he shows up, he's good.
Yeah.
And then that's how I ended it. I can't imagine the conversations they had. They're like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this? Like, so that one's pretty good. I think I think I passed that one.
Sure.
Next one. Post on TikTok one time a week for Moist Monday and Got G.
Lately, it's been really good, right?
Yeah, ever since I quit my job.
Right.
It was struggling for a little bit because it was hard to keep up with my work balance.
Sure.
But I feel like if you were to take the average of one TikTok a week from this time,
Oh, for
4
sure.
weeks, 6 months, 24. Yeah, we post like twice a day now on TikTok.
Cool.
Moist Monday does.
Yeah.
Which is freaking Got G. Game Off the Grid, my other creative thing.
Check it out.
I don't know what to post. Podcast clips are easy.
Yeah.
It makes sense. For my other thing, I don't know quite what to do. Are you
There's a ton of cat hair on this.
okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah, bud.
Now moving on to the next one. Sober October.
Drygist.
Drogist.
Well, because I never want to do Sober October because October is a fun month.
October's a fun month. I think Drogist, is the best time to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be. It should be a national holiday. So, like, everybody that celebrates Sober October, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I know a lot
From
of
the much larger podcast
Yeah,
that
from the much
promotes
lar-
that.
It'd be so funny if we had a counter month that was like, oh, you guys doing Sober
Competing.
October? We're doing Drogist. And guess what? Ours comes first.
Yep. And then we do Wet Timber.
And get fucked up.
Yeah, like at least we have a victory
Yeah, we have a
lap
victory
of
lap.
a month.
Instead, they do Sober October and then they
No, not November.
No, none. Then they can't watch porn. So who knows? But Sober October, we did do it. It is funny that this episode, when we did this mainline episode about this, came out in November. So
Yeah.
we were talking about doing Sober October, but we were like, we don't know what. We were like, I don't want to do October, but we didn't have ideas for Drogist yet.
Yeah.
But Drogist had already happened,
Months prior, yeah.
which is really funny. It is crazy to think like around that time was when we started doing video.
Oh, right. That is weird. It's weird that we're doing video now.
I like doing video.
Oh.
How's everyone doing? Good. All right, so that one's checkmate.
There you go.
So we're batting decent. Get back into therapy. Check.
Good.
There's another victory. Let's freaking raise that batting average, dude. So I am back in therapy. I don't remember if I told this story on the podcast or not. I can't remember because it's weird listening to old episodes and new episodes as they come out. But my original therapist, I mean not my OG, but my favorite therapist that I had for a while moved away because her husband was in the military. And I was like, oh fuck. So then I got a different therapist, and then the therapist that I did have went to private practice, got different insurance, so I didn't have her as a therapist. And then one night, it was when I lived with my parents. My old therapist, my favorite therapist, was following Gaming Off the Grid, and she had liked one of the posts. I think it was like a charity post or something. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna add her as a friend on Facebook because I was like, it had been she's not my therapist anymore.
Sure.
So I was like, I'm gonna add her as a friend on Facebook. Added it. She responded immediately, accepted, and I was like, fuck yeah. And then she sent me a message. She's like, hey, I just moved back to Des Moines.
Oh. Do you feel like you should delete her then as your friend?
Maybe. It is weird seeing like I'll see her in therapy. But like what's cool is like I love her as a therapist, but then also we have a kind of a friendship.
Sure.
That's why I was so sad when she moved away because I felt like I was losing more than just a therapist. I was losing like a friend because we'll talk about like, I don't know, maybe it feels more than just therapy.
Sure.
I don't know. It's tough to explain.
I haven't been yet.
But
I
it is
need to.
kind of weird, going and having like an hour session with her, and then a couple days later I see on Facebook like her son's doing stuff.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I take up your time when you could be doing like that. Like, that's such a weird thought.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you could be hanging out with your sons right now.
But nope, you're listening to me complain about my life.
And I tell her I have a fucking podcast. She's like, you should probably stop that. No, she hasn't said that. She's like, the podcast is probably good, because you get a long time to hang out with your friends.
You get along.
Because you get along.
Yeah.
But therapy, checkmate. This next one, pack my lunch 3 times a week.
Doesn't matter anymore.
I was fucking killing it, dude. Because I was, before I went to school, not packing my lunch at all and going to the gas station a lot.
Yeah. That's what I do.
I was doing really good, but I'd go a couple days of like, oh, I ran out of lunch meat, so I would just go to the gas station and get lunch. But then I'd make a sandwich, bag of chips, nuts, and I'm still like, now that I'm unemployed, I'm still like for lunch making a sandwich, eating a bag of eating a bag of chips. You know, like I'm still doing good on that. So, you know, I think that's a win. I think we're doing good.
Yeah.
We're freaking crushing it, dude. Uh-oh. Got too excited.
All right. What's this?
Drink 2 water bottles a day.
Oh.
I'm so dehydrated.
Yeah, me too. It's bad.
I'm so dehydrated. And it doesn't help that it's cold out, so I drink even less water.
I know. Same.
I have started drinking a little bit more water, but...
I drink a lot at night, but that's it. Like, I'll wake up and drink a full glass because we fall asleep with, like, glasses next to us.
Well, I used to do that. But then my water filter, I had it for a while, you know, and then I poured a glass of water one time, and I was like, this tastes nasty. Like, I needed to change the filter.
Yeah.
So then took me like 3 weeks to change the filter, so I didn't drink any.
For 3 weeks.
I drank water at other people's places, but like anytime I would drink water it tasted nasty. But I have changed the filter, ladies and gentlemen. I have changed it, so now the water tastes good, and I have been drinking.
Okay.
Not 2 glasses a day,
but something.
Why is that so hard to do?
I don't know.
Because you're supposed to drink half your body weight in water.
What? Not. Wait.
Half your body weight in ounces.
Okay, yeah. Not half your body weight in water.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to drink.
Fucking 90 pounds of water a day.
Because what I'll do is I'll just chug 2 glasses of water and then just be uncomfortable for a while. And just
I love middle of the night, waking up, stumbling to the kitchen, chugging a glass of water.
It's so fucking good.
As fast as I can. And sometimes I'll stand there and I'll do another one.
Yeah, no, that's what I usually try to do is I force myself.
And then I'll just go back to bed and go, oh.
Where you're like a little too full and you
But it feels so good. Especially when you walk. A little cold water.
Yeah. Oh, well, I prefer room temp.
That's because you don't like temperatures.
I like room temp. Room temp is a temperature.
Are you a tempest?
What? A hurricane?
No, I was like trying to think like not like a racist, but like a tempest because you don't like temperature.
Oh, it's also like a Shakespearean play.
I know. That's why I was like, it doesn't quite work.
No, it really doesn't.
The Tempest. That's a weird one. Isn't that about like water?
Because a tempest is like a hurricane or some sort of water storm, like by definition.
Yeah, but I remember doing something related to the Tempest.
I never remember the difference between that one and the one where it's like the magician something.
Yeah, I think there's like weird. Yeah.
It's one of his not as good ones.
Well, that's why nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
Fucking give me that Romeo and Juliet, baby.
Yeah. That one or Macbeth is the best.
Macbeth is, what's the other good one?
I can't, because there's 3 like big ones.
Macbeth is the skull, right?
The to be or not to be?
Yeah.
I believe so. So the Macbeth is like the one with like his uncle and shit, right?
Every time we do a podcast, every time I'm editing it, I always go, it's this, you fucking idiot.
All right, well, how many?
I feel like such an, like
All
I'm
right,
always
what
like.
else does he have? Fuck, and I knew a lot of, I took the class. I have all this.
And you have his complete words.
I know. God damn it.
I know. Every time we sit down and do the podcast, it's because we don't come prepared, dude. You can put on the spot.
I wouldn't prepare for this.
It's Shakespeare.
I know.
Move on. Let's move on. Okay. Last one. Have $2,000.
Remember all the Shakespearean plays.
Oh, fuck. And then I've written down. Then the next one is have $2,000 in savings. This one is
You did it.
I did it, but kind of cheated a little bit. So I don't remember if I've talked about this on the pod or not.
Hamlet.
He got it, ladies and gentlemen. And he didn't use his phone. Because he doesn't have it. This is kind of weird to admit.
Yep. Because it's a weird one, because it's an adult thing.
It's an adult thing, and I feel like I shouldn't have done it, but then also I was like, maybe this is the time to do it.
But also, it's an adult thing that a lot of adults haven't done yet, which is interesting.
True, yeah, okay.
Because like it's an adult thing that my parents know about, but they haven't done what you've done.
Well, and also, it's sometimes people around our age haven't even started this.
Right.
So like, okay, so like, here's what I did. So I was worried about quitting my job because obviously income. So I said, let me withdraw my 401k. I know it sounds stupid. I know it's not a good financial decision, but I was like, hey, this is my money that I've invested. And if this leap I'm taking, you know, going back to school and all this stuff is kind of an investment in myself.
Yeah.
So why don't I take that money and, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So that's how I'm kind of justifying it in my head.
Well, because like I wasn't upset that you did it. It's just a wild thing to do.
It's a wild thing to do.
And it's something kind of unheard of.
Because you're not supposed to do it early because you get taxed and all this stuff.
Right.
But I'm not spending it like crazy. I'm not being an idiot. Like I still have a piece of shit car. I'm not
like
buying crazy shit. I'm still kind of living reasonably. but I withdrew my 401k and I had about a year's salary in there. So like I should be comfortable for a while. So like this goal of $2,000 in savings,
You did it.
I fucking did it, kind of.
You didn't save $2,000.
It's my money. But like this 401k was from my first job ever, so it was
Right.
already in an account.
Well, because like I think 2 out there somewhere.
It was already.
I
in an
don't
account,
know where they are.
It was already in an account that I can't access.
Yeah.
Haven't been putting money into, and if anything, has been losing money.
Really?
Because I haven't been putting anything into it.
Oh.
Which I mean, I guess the market does go like this, but like it literally at one point was at like 40K.
Yeah.
And then I withdrew it around 32.
Okay.
So it dropped like 8,000.
Yeah.
Which is a significant amount.
Yeah.
So I guess I know I'm going to get taxed a lot, but like that's
You need
like
money.
a year's salary to like kind of like cushion myself through this transition period, which is pretty nice. So, and I did take about half of that and just put it in savings because I was like, I don't need all this right now, you know.
Yeah.
So I did it. I did it.
Check.
And then the last one: schedule one personal day and one fun day a month.
I mean, you've been having nothing but personal days lately.
I've been having nothing, but I think this is one I forgot about this goal, to be honest. I think this is one I need to still do just to give me something to look forward to.
Sure.
Maybe not the personal days because I'm at home all the time, and
Yeah.
that's another thing I want to talk about later on the pod. But maybe one fun day where it's like, hey, this event is something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But it is the holidays, so like there is a ton of stuff
Yeah.
going on, like events are happening. I feel like this is gonna be something to look forward to, like in January. Like
Sure.
I'll need to be like, hey, let's get dinner this night
Yeah.
because we haven't done like a monthly dinner.
No, we haven't done dinner in a while.
Monthly dinners. That was something we used to do. That was fun.
We
dude.
did that for like 4 months in a row.
Yeah, which was nice dinner, nice drinks, nothing else on the books. Freaking delicious. Those are my goals. I think I did
Decent.
decent. Also, when I wrote these, I had no idea where I'd be right now, which is absolutely insane
Yeah.
because like I took a fucking pivotal life change.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because you expect yourself to still be a carpenter.
yeah, I expected to just keep chipping away at the fucking grind that is fucking woodworking because that's what I went to school for. Like I didn't even think it was an option to
Just not do it.
to
Yeah.
just not do it. So
Because where do you think 6 months from now, well, you'll be in school?
I'll be in school 6 months from now. I think I'm gonna mentally feel great.
Because it'll be June again.
It will be nice out. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna feel really good.
Okay.
That's my goal because it's gonna be new environments. I'm gonna have homework. I'm gonna have people to hang out with. It's gonna be I'm gonna be doing things that I want to do, plus creative stuff, plus not working.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be, and then also like DMAC has like a nice gym, so I'm gonna like use the gym a lot. I think I'm just gonna in 6 months from now, I think I'm gonna feel great.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Nice.
It's just right now, but also like literally I'm like right now, man,
Winter
I
kinda,
don't know.
yeah.
Winter kind of sucks, but then also school starts in a month. So it's like I might as well enjoy this time as much as I can
Yeah, before you get busy.
before I get busy, even though I won't get super busy because I'll still have, obviously.
Yeah.
But at least I'll have something to do every day because I'll have classes.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
So that's kind of the check-in on that episode. If you haven't listened to the full episode, Dropping Like Flies, it's a pretty good episode. Check it out. Pretty cool. But I kind of just recapped it for you basically there.
You want to finish that?
Let's finish that and let's
pour
crack
that?
some Bourbon County.
Throw on some jazz.
Yeah, let's throw some jazz and we got some more to talk about. Cheers. All right, and we're back. Okay, so we've cracked the Bourbon County. I'm so excited because I haven't had this year's batch, the 2022 Bourbon County by Goose Island.
All right, cheers.
I don't think Jacob. Maybe you've had this. Let's see how he thinks. It's like motor oil.
That's so good.
Man, dude, that is.
Really fucking good.
And wait, it's been sitting out for a while because you can because it's like
it
room.
gives more flavor. Comes
It's about
through when
room
it's
temp, dude. Yeah, and that lingers. That's
Yeah.
a chewy. This guy comes in at 14%.
It's thick too.
It's a very thick. That's why it's a sipper. But man, it is.
It's so dark.
It leaves you a little dehydrated, like your mouth a little
Sure.
dry. But like,
Yeah.
god damn, like it's like chocolatey, roasty. It's crazy that the Goose Island's like a massive brewery and they can
always-
still like do this. You know
Right,
what I
yeah,
mean?
because I think of like Goose Island as like 312, a very basic beer, but like still pretty good. But yeah,
That's why I get so excited every year for like their Goose Island or the Bourbon County because it's like so freaking
That's
good.
strong too. You can just taste
Yeah,
it.
it's-
Because even
it's-
like this is going to be a lot of it.
Straight motor oil.
Yeah.
And that's only half the bottle.
Oof, duh.
So get ready, baby. It's a moist Monday. So next on my topic is going to be a dramatic change, but I think it will make you excited.
Okay.
And I think it will make our listeners excited because it's interesting.
Okay.
And obviously I love movies.
Yes.
Obviously,
Oh, are we talking about the movie?
yeah.
Oh.
Dude, his leg twitched. It's like
Because I lent to a movie. I
Yes.
was like, people will say this is so bad it's good, but
Yeah.
no, it's purely fucking good.
so last week, it was last Monday. No, when was it? 2 weeks ago? I don't
Maybe?
quite remember. I was here one time. and
Probably
we
a
were-
week ago.
And we were talking about movies, and we were both talking about how we're getting back into movies, and we're just watching movies because movies are good.
Because I run through these like kind of like deep things where me and my girlfriend a lot too, where we'll watch movies, but all we watch is like bad horror movies.
Just because they're fun.
I love them and like that kind of stuff. And then I've kind of like hit this like wall where I'm like, I want to see good movies.
Good cinema.
And it was like a conversation of like, what do you consider good? And so I made like a big list of like just movies
That you want to revisit. And
whether ones that I've always heard of that I've never seen or ones that I've saw once but didn't like, but I knew were like really so like Blade Runner.
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
I've seen it once and I hated it, but everyone else tells me it's a good movie.
So that's on your list to revisit.
Yes, I want to like try to appreciate it.
I watched this. So we'll talk about we will reveal the movie we're going to talk about in a little bit. But a couple days ago, while I was editing, I put in Boondock Saints.
Never seen it. That's on my list.
Okay.
Yep.
It's
Boondock Saints and Reservoir Dogs I haven't seen, and I don't know which one's which.
Reservoir Dogs, Tarantino.
So is that Mr. Bloom?
Yes,
like,
that's
okay.
Reservoir
And
Dogs.
Reservoir. Wait, what?
Reservoir Dogs. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah.
I said it wrong.
Okay.
Reservoir Dogs is Tarantino,
Okay.
and it's Mr. Blue, Mr. Orange, Mr.
Okay.
Pink.
And
It's the
Reservoir Dog. Wait, no.
Boondock Saints.
Boondock
You
Saints is the one with the guy from The Walking
Yeah,
Dead,
Norman
right?
Reedus.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so I watched Boondock Saints recently, and it's
So non-Tarantino.
really freaking good, but it's a little weird. But it's William Dafoe's in it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Which one has the weird torture scene?
that's Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
yeah, the ear.
With the ear
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, okay.
And the song that they play during that.
Yes.
The soundtrack is
Because
incredible.
I know about both
it
of
makes
them.
me want to watch Reservoir Dogs again. That is my favorite Tarantino film.
Yeah, because I've never seen
And
it.
I think that's the first Tarantino film I ever saw.
First one he ever made.
First legit one, I
Yes,
think. Yeah.
feature.
Yeah, first
It's-
feature.
It's
Dude,
the first of his 10.
What's so cool, this is how I describe it, and I don't know if other people describe it like this. The movie is about a bank robbery.
Yeah. But
And they never show it.
yes.
I mean,
which
they
is
show
genius.
a little bit,
Okay.
but it's mostly set up, pre-set up, post. You know, it's they show like maybe like them right in front of the like,
Yeah, because I've been told to watch it twice. Once when you know nothing, and the second time when you know the twist, so you can see the twist from the beginning. Because I know what the twist is, but I don't know who the twist is. Because the twist is, spoiler alert, one of them's a cop.
yeah.
And I
But-
don't-
but
I
seen
don't know which one's
I've
the
seen
cop.
it so many times,
Yeah.
and I still love it.
Yeah.
Like it's like done so well. Christopher Walken, or not Christopher Walken. Oh, freak, what's his name? He's got the freaking Steve Buscemi is in it.
Which one? Boondocks or
Reservoir.
Okay.
Reservoir Dogs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's one of the main guys.
Huh.
Yeah, the cast is incredible. Reservoir Dogs.
For
It
you,
makes it
can
makes
you
me want to
imagine
watch
your
it.
first real feature getting like people like that?
Oh, dude, it's fucking incredible. I just recently got, I think it's the 25th anniversary collection
Okay.
on DVD, and it comes in a tin that looks like a gasoline tin,
Okay.
and you literally screw off the top, and it opens it, and then the DVD comes out in a matchbook, in an oversized matchbook, and that's because,
That's so weird.
but it makes sense because of the movie.
Sure.
It's like, dude, it
those
makes
are-
me want to watch the movie again. It's
Because
so
those are
good.
like some of the
But Boondock
bigger
Saints
movies
is-
I haven't seen.
Boondock Saints is so good, and the way they tell the scene.
Which one's better? And also, are they comparable to each other? Is there a reason I've confused the two?
I think they're way different.
Okay.
Boondock Saints is really good.
Aren't they both like guys in suits with guns though?
I don't think they wear suits in Boondock Saints, but
Okay.
they do have guns, obviously.
Right.
And they're kind of vigilantes esque.
Okay.
It's tough to say. Boondock Saints. It's gonna be weird,
Okay.
and there's parts of the movie where we're gonna be like, what is going on? or like this is kind of weird.
Sure.
But then when you watch Reservoir Dogs, you'd be like, this entire thing is great.
Gotcha.
You know what? So I think Reservoir Dogs is better,
Okay.
but Boondock Saints has really fucking cool moments.
Yeah, because
especially the storytelling.
Yeah.
With William Dafoe's character. That's all I'm gonna say. Willem. Is it Willem?
Yeah. Willem.
Wow, I've always said William.
Really?
Yeah, it was Willem. Okay, I mean, he's awesome.
Yes.
But with the storytelling with his character towards the end, it's just great.
I think Willem has maybe done the best job of writing like good artistic films with like mainstream films.
Because he was in Spider-Man.
But like he was incredible in Spider-Man. Like that's the thing is like when
everything he does. Have you ever seen The Lighthouse?
Yes, that was my favorite film of that year. But also
I've never seen it.
Oh my fuck, him and
Is
Robert.
it horror?
Yes, but no. Like it's not like
It's like a psychological horror.
kind of, and it's like it's a hardcore thriller, I'd say. But like I don't think there's like a lot of jump scares, but it's very psychological for sure.
spooky,
Yeah,
kind of.
because I saw that in theaters. It was so fucking good.
Because I want to see that now, especially because I love the new Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, it's Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson.
And
They're
I love
both
Willem
incredible.
Dafoe, dude.
I love that Robert Pattinson got a second chance
And
to
broke
like,
out of the show.
no, just to be like, hey, I'm actually really talented. That he was able to do that.
It's gonna sound like a weird comparison, but I like what Robert Pattinson has done. It kind of reminds me of Daniel Radcliffe.
Where he got weird.
He got weird with it, but then also broke the role of like, yeah, duh, that's obviously Harry Potter.
Yeah, but also,
But obviously now he's Weird Al.
yeah,
Which I do want to see, dude. I want to see the
too.
Weird Al film.
Well, because also
I love Weird Al.
Well, also I found out it's not a straight documentary. It's a spoof of documentaries.
Really?
So like not everything's true. Like because I think
So they like
think in
just
the-
on purpose?
yeah, I think in the movie like he like is dating Madonna. He met Madonna once. And like
Oh, yeah, because fuck, what's her name? Somebody plays Madonna. It's the main girl from Across the Universe.
oh.
Yeah, that's who plays Madonna. I haven't seen the
Okay.
movie yet, but I saw that she is playing Madonna.
Well, and like Jack Black's in it, and like fucking Rainn Wilson. Like they have huge celebrities playing old huge celebrities,
I
and it's
love
fucking weird.
The weird story.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Weird Al story.
Well, yeah, the idea that Weird Al Yankovic and Daniel Radcliffe like are friends now makes me happy.
Oh, it makes me so happy. But this whole movie conversation leads us to a 90s film starring John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Two of the best ever.
You're like, what? They're in a movie together? It's called Face Off.
Face Off.
I had never heard of this movie.
And I've been obsessed with it
I had-
forever. Like that's a movie my parents showed me where I was like,
Really?
holy shit.
So
and
I-
like a lot of I quote it because also when I showed like Izzy it for the first time, she's like, oh, you quote this a lot.
Really? I didn't catch that when I was watching it.
Yeah, like,
maybe if I rewatched it, I'd catch it.
Just like weird little lines in it that I fucking
Dude.
love.
So the whole plot of this movie, if you've never heard of it, it's from the 90s. It's basically it's gonna sound so stupid.
And it is, but it's because like people say like, oh, it's so bad, it's good. And that always
No.
pisses me off. Like, no, it's a good movie. It's so fucking
It made
good.
me cry.
That's wild. But yes.
You didn't cry at the end
I don't know.
when he brought the boy in?
You
Spoiler
didn't
alert.
fucking do the face off thing.
Spoiler alert. But it's from the 90s, so we're allowed to. But so basically the plot of the movie, if you haven't seen it, highly recommend. John Travolta is a cop.
And, well, he's more than a cop. He's like an anti-terrorist,
Anti-terrorist.
FBI, CIA
Nicolas
agent.
Cage is
A terrorist.
A top tier terrorist.
And he's so good
the
at
movie
it.
starts off with him killing John Travolta's son. Like, I don't know why I'm laughing, but like it starts off so intense.
This all will be a spoiler for the movie Face Off.
Yes.
But we're just going to talk about how fucking good Face Off is.
But then
fucking love Face
they
Off.
catch him. They catch Nicolas Cage.
But the way they catch him, where they're fighting in front of a jet, and he flips on the jet's like engine, and it sends Nicolas Cage flying into a steel cage.
I will say, when I started this movie, you were like, dude, this movie's incredible. You were talking about how people
You
think
thought
it's...
it was gonna be stupid.
because it starts off so ridiculous.
Where he's like singing with a choir,
Because
Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage is
Cage-
dressed as a priest,
and he's like, la 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 la, and then he licks that girl's face. I'm like, dude, what? This
it's
movie
fucking
is...
Nick Cage, bro.
Nicolas Cage is thriving. And then John Travolta is like trying to catch him.
And then Nicolas Cage pulls out two golden pistols.
I'm like,
Gorgeous.
this is ridiculous. But then he catches him. And I literally thought, like, when I started this movie, I was like, dude, is the movie just gonna end now? Like, because I wouldn't be surprised if it was like this whole fuck and then just because that's how it feels. It feels like this whole build up and then he catches him and that's the end.
Well, because it's
just getting started.
Well, it's also the full buildup of John Travolta's entire life.
Yeah.
So you are experiencing the end of the film with him, and he thinks it's done too. He thinks he's like, oh, I've earned this vacation. I can be happy again.
Nope.
And you're like, oh, I can be happy for John Travolta. Fucking no. And then he finds out they kept Nicolas Cage alive.
Yeah, so Nicolas Cage is in a coma. They kept him alive, but his brother went to prison, and his brother knows plans for a bomb they placed. And the only way to get his brother to talk is
by Nicolas Cage
talking to him. So he somehow finds a doctor that's like, hey, I can make you become Nicolas Cage. I can cut his face off and put it on your face. Literal face off. And they say face off in the movie so many times, which I love. I love when they say this.
One of my favorite things is, and they introduce this throughout the entire film, that a weird thing that John Travolta's family does is just this.
Yeah, they rub.
They just touch each other's faces all
and
the
that's
fucking
like a sign
time.
of love or a sign of like
It's
this
just
is
a
who
wild.
That's his calling card of like it's me, honey.
Yeah, face off. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
So John Travolta gets turned into Nicolas Cage.
They cut John Travolta's face off, put them in a little like bubble box, and they take Nicolas Cage, who also got his face off, and he put it on John Travolta and like fuck with his body, fuck with like his hair follicles.
Yeah, literally put something in his throat to change his voice. And then he became Nicolas Cage and then sent him to prison.
Do you remember what line John Travolta had to say to sound like Nicolas Cage?
What did he say?
Peaches. I could eat peaches for hours.
Oh, yeah, because that's what Nicolas Cage says earlier.
Yeah.
He's talking about like her butt or something.
I don't fucking know.
Dude. But then so it starts off Nicolas Cage acting ridiculous, like acting like Nicolas Cage. But they do that for a reason, because that's how John Travolta has to act as Nicolas Cage. But it's Nicolas Cage play. Like that's what's so weird. Is the entire movie is like obviously they're
because like when they do the face transplant, obviously it's just the actor playing. So it's now Nicolas Cage playing John Travolta
who's
playing Nicolas Cage.
So you can see him try and figure out.
He has to add a John Travolta buffer throughout his entire acting process.
Throughout his entire performance, and then vice versa. John Travolta has to add a Nicolas Cage.
Yes, because spoiler alert, later on, Nicolas Cage, the character, wakes up without a face, and then he finds John Travolta's face sitting in a bubble box, and he's like, I gotta put this shit on.
And he gets it on and then kills everybody involved in the process so he can't.
He burns them alive.
He burns them alive.
The doctor, the partner, the woman in charge.
Everybody that knows anything about the project, because it's a secret project.
While John Travolta as Nicolas Cage is in prison.
It's freaking so crazy.
We have a knock at the door, yes. All right, we're back.
We're back, I guess. Wow, what an interesting turn of events.
Yeah.
My cat ate a chicken wing
But
bone.
just the bone.
Just the bone.
So Izzy came in worried because she was like, I gave the cat a bone, and then I went away for a second. When I came back, it was gone. And so I had assumed we all just lost the bone. But then she was like, all right, let's see what he does with another bone. Instantly just scarfing it down.
Like, Jesus Christ.
So depending on how this week goes, this podcast might be dedicated to Oreo.
Jesus Christ. I think he's fine, dude. He looked like he was so... He was swollen at whole, dude.
Yeah, and like animals can eat bones.
And it was already cooked, like it was a soft bone.
Twice cooked, probably, yeah.
But back to Face Off.
Yes.
This movie is incredible. So somehow they both switch faces. They're both playing each other.
But John Travolta as Nick Cage has been sent to prison to talk to Nicolas Cage's brother.
Yeah, so he's got to figure out how to act like him in prison.
Anybody got a light? I fucking love that line.
Dude, and he freaking has to prove himself to his brother.
So he beats the shit out of some other just fucking guy.
Yeah, and then but then he finds out that he's only supposed to be in prison for like 24 hours, 48 hours to get the information and get out. But then he has a visitor, and it's himself.
Ooh, you're good looking.
I did not expect this.
No.
But it makes sense, obviously.
And then Nicolas Cage is like, it's like looking in a mirror, but not. Like,
dude, it's so well done. So then he's so like, so he basically just keeps him in prison, and then Nicolas Cage playing John Travolta, who's the head of anti-terrorism, is now in charge of terror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like thriving, and he becomes like Times Magazine's Man of the Year.
Well, because he caught Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I mean, and he's like, it's ridiculous.
It's so fucking
But it's
good.
it's done so freaking well.
And John Woo directed it, who usually only does like Asian action films.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's a weird director.
Yeah, but he's like pretty famous.
Isn't the
for it.
writer like this, like a little bit weird too?
I did a deep dive on them. I can't remember what else they wrote. Fuck.
I can't remember either. But this movie is freaking incredible. There's a scene where Nicolas Cage, John Travolta, who's playing Nicolas Cage, escapes from prison. He gets out, and then he's hunting down Nicolas Cage, who's John Travolta,
Living John Travolta's life.
who's fucking his wife, which is fucking just, it did so many things happen.
It's
and then
wild.
they fight. And dude, the entire movie, I'm like, oh, they're fighting, but then I'm like, oh, they're fighting, but they're reversed.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, oh, I got to remember that they're not themselves.
But, like,
that's
they
what's
do-
so weird about the movie.
Well, because they
It's such a simple idea, though. Like it's basically like a Freaky Friday, basically, but it's
doing
done,
it with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta is what's insane.
It sounds like a weird dynamic as two people, but they do it so well.
No, it's insane how
and
good they do
seeing
it.
John Travolta do a Nicolas Cage is so
Perfectly.
good, and then vice versa.
Fucking weird. Because you honestly forget who's the actor and
You
who's the
do.
character.
That's why I'm like, oh, they're flipped.
Well, because to me, it's like when I watch like John Travolta, who's playing Nicolas Cage as John Travolta character, you're like, ooh, Nicolas Cage is doing like you just like think of him as Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage while he's doing it. It's fucking weird.
It is such a good freaking movie.
Face Off.
Highly, highly recommend the ending.
Probably my favorite movie from the 90s.
That's insane. I've only seen it once so far, but I remember watching it and I was like, holy shit. I cried at the fucking end for some reason.
In the end, so stupid. After the speedboat chase.
The chase and the final fight are so good. And it's so long.
But like you fucking enjoy every minute of it.
Oh my god. It's
Face Off is one of my it's truly one of the best films to me.
highly recommend Face Off.
Nicolas Cage, John Travolta.
I brought it up to a few people and I'm like, have you ever seen Face Off? And they're like, maybe.
You know, it's not a huge movie.
Like people like don't know about it. But like it has A-list celebrities in it.
But like both of those are weird A-list celebrities.
and especially when they're
Right.
Yeah, it's
No,
like
because,
when you
like-
think of them coing, it's like, what?
Well, because like John Travolta kind of got blacklisted for a while because I think partially because like Scientology and all that.
Oh, really?
And he also like he didn't do a lot in the 90s.
No, because he was huge in Greece.
Yeah.
And then what else?
he started with Welcome Back Kotter, Saturday Night Fever,
I
Grease,
forgot about Saturday Night Fever, yeah.
and then like because Pulp Fiction was his revival.
Ooh.
Yep,
Back
that's
to Tarantino.
That's what brought him back. And then
I
he
forgot.
did
Yeah, Deli's in Pulp Fiction.
because he did Phenomenon,
He was in a lot.
Hairspray. That's a weird one that he was in. He was great in that.
But it makes sense musical.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how he started.
Well,
it.
do you know who he played in Hairspray?
Who?
The mom.
I think I do remember.
Yeah,
that.
where he like
Wore the full fucking like
suit,
massive wig. Yeah.
Well, because that's also always.
Because I remember watching Hairspray like in junior high.
I love
like,
that
for
movie.
like
though.
show
That's a
choir.
good fucking movie.
Is it?
Yes, and the cast is incredible.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Fucking Zac Efron, Amanda Bynes before she went in crazy.
Maybe I need to rewatch
Christopher Walken, John Travolta. I don't know the name of the main girl because she was more of a like musical actress than actress.
it. Wow.
Yeah. No, it's a
That sounds-
good fucking movie.
Okay, maybe I need to rewatch Hairspray.
Queen Latifah.
Holy shit. dude.
Yeah. No, it's a good fucking movie. And because I think it's Judy Trenchbull, whatever the mom is.
Sure.
I can't remember their names, but I think that character has always been played in drag too.
Oh, like even because it was a play.
Yeah, because like I know John Waters had something to do with it. Maybe he wrote like the play. I don't remember.
Damn, you know a lot about Hairspray.
Well, do you know who John Waters is?
No, but I'm just thinking like it's weird that you know a lot about Hairspray because you don't have hair.
How's it going?
That's
Yeah,
good. I'm glad that you're
yeah.
grinning and not just silent. Showing up.
God, I had to I put hairspray on my mustache the other day. It was weird.
What?
Well, because
Your hairspray, your mustache?
so I wanted a curly mustache because I had a performance, which we'll talk about
So you
next
used
episode.
hairspray.
Well, so again, I wanted a curly mustache for my sideshow
Why
performance.
didn't you use like beard wax or?
So I used to have a mustache wax, but then I lost it.
Okay.
And then I went to like Walmart and they don't have anything that says like mustache wax. It's all like beard oil or
Beard oil.
or beard pomade. So I bought one that was like for like styling a beard. And I tried that, nothing. It just
doesn't
like,
hold.
it stuck it just straight out. So then I tried to like hairspray and quickly twist it and try and get that to just
So you're
hold it.
spraying your legit face.
Well, I put a napkin like above, but that didn't work. So then I just sprayed my fingers and then rubbed it quick and then washed my hands.
And did that work?
Little bit, it made it just more firm, but it wouldn't hold it in one place. It was just more stiff. So I could easily twist it up.
So do you have to like custom order mustache wax?
I fucking guess 'cause I need another one. Because then at the venue, I was talking to the bartender about it. And she's like, I mean, I have hairspray on me. I've also heard lotion will make it work.
Lotion?
So she said lotion's very similar to pomade. I don't know.
Weird.
So I tried that and then it kind of held. Like on stage, my mustache was a little curly, I think.
Damn. I think you need to just buy some
Yeah,
Amazon or something.
Yeah, that's what I did the first time. Just when I went to that wedding, I left it at the place where I got ready. I know.
Disc.
Well, now it's my only grooming product.
Wow. That's
It's weird not buying shampoo anymore that I'm bald.
Yeah.
Because I only use bar soap. So literally.
You just rub your...
Yeah,
you go from head
Yeah.
to shoulders to knees to,
To
toes.
yeah.
To your other head. Penis.
Yeah. No, but like it's weird. Like a bar of soap is all I fucking need in there now. And then just lotion afterwards because
I haven't
get
used
fucking
bar
dry.
soap in forever.
I
dude.
much prefer bar soap.
That's how I grew up using. I grew up using bar soap. I mostly used Dove.
That one dries you out.
Does it?
Yeah.
I always like every time I was using it, I was like, "Don't you make chocolate?" Like I was always like confused by that. And I think they do.
Yeah, they do. No, the brands that have like two specific like incomes are fucking weird. Like Yamaha. What do you think of Yamaha?
Guitars,
Well, it's mostly pianos or
motorcycles.
yep,
Yeah. Well, what the fuck? I don't know why I say guitars. Yeah.
Bic. What do you think of Bic?
Oh, lighters and shavers.
Pens too. Bic pen.
Oh, they make threesomes.
Yeah, no, like Bic pens are a huge one. Like it's just weird shit like that. Where
Yeah. What is that company?
I don't know.
What did they start making first, dude?
Ooh, good question.
And how do you go into something different?
Yeah, and like
Because
why?
those are massive brands.
Well, because like yeah,
And
pens,
Bic is
lighters,
famous, and they're famous for all of them.
shavers,
Same
yeah.
with all those other companies. Dove chocolate, Dove soap. It's famous.
God, there's more. I can't think of them though. Yamaha and Bic and Dove are my big three that I know of.
The Bic is a good pull,
yeah,
dude.
that pens, lighters, and shaver. It's three completely different things.
I mean, it is home necessities.
but like still like chemically different
So you need different plants and like
for sure.
because there's no way if you're Dove you're making chocolate and soap at the same time.
I doubt it. And like Yamaha, they're not making pianos and motorcycles in the same spot.
Well, you know what they say? Tuna fish, tuna guitar. Said that.
What?
Said that way wrong. Is it? You know that joke?
No.
There's like a joke that goes along the lines of like, what's harder to tune, a fish or a guitar? Tuna fish, tuna.
What's the answer?
I
to
don't
the
know. I
joke,
don't
though?
remember. It's something along with tuna fish, tuna guitar. Like there's some joke that, but it doesn't even apply because it's pianos.
You can tune a piano.
You can tune a piano, but
There's no fish in the situation.
Yeah, but the joke is tuna.
yeah.
Get it? Because tuna fish.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But I don't know what the actual joke is. You know what I'm saying? You've never heard that joke?
No.
You need to start reading a joke book.
Where were we?
We were talking about Face Off in movies, but I think we've covered
Oh, yeah, I
that.
thought we ended on Face Off.
We did. Yeah. Now we're just freelancing. Okay, I do have. This is gonna kind of change the subject. This is this happened. I've never had this happen before. I kind of talked to you about this earlier today.
Okay.
So has anybody ever had this happen to them? On Saturday, I have an iPhone. I was using my iPhone,
right.
and then all of a sudden it said SIM failure. I've never had a SIM card fail on me, like ever. Like it was so freaking weird. I was like, "What is going on?" So I didn't have service at all, and it was so weird.
I didn't even think that's what a SIM card was for.
No, because like literally the SIM failed, but my phone was still my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
'Cause I thought like a SIM was like memory and shit like that.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't. It's just literally wireless service.
That's what SIM is for?
I guess so, because the SIM card failed, but I still had access to my photos, my contacts.
Weird.
And if I was on Wi-Fi, I could still use Snapchat. I
Yeah.
could still text people on iPhones. It was so weird. But so today I went to Verizon and got my SIM card replaced. It was free, so thank you, Verizon, for doing that for free, which kind of sucked because I had to wait for a while. But it reminded me while I was waiting to tell you this story.
Okay.
This is it's kind of funny, but it's also going to be another story where you go, God damn it. Why is your childhood like this?
Oh. There's so many of these.
Anyway, this one is when I was like 19.
Okay.
So
I knew you then.
Yeah, this is when I lived in Ankeny. We might have been living together. So you might actually know this story,
Okay.
which is really funny. So it was my birthday.
We lived on your 19th birthday or your 20th birthday then?
I was either 19 or 20. It was when I lived in Ankeny.
That was 21st.
So it was 20, 21, 19. It was something around then. I lived in Ankeny.
You lived in Ankeny on your 21st birthday.
Okay, so it might have been my 21st. My dad was like, hey, it's your birthday. I'm going to come visit you. I'm like, okay, sweet. We'll go out to dinner. You'll probably buy me dinner, because it's my birthday. That's what you do. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm coming to Ankeny. You want to meet at the Verizon store?
This must have been your 22nd then.
And I was like,
Because your 21st is when the cops came, and then I woke up in Ames, and you woke up in Des Moines.
yeah. But I mean, I don't think it was on my actual birthday. It was
okay.
like for my birthday.
Okay.
It was for my birthday. So it was when I lived in Ankeny. But I lived in Ankeny for a while. But it was when I was like younger. So he was like, hey, I'm going to town for your birthday. You want to go to the Verizon store? And I was like, oh, sure. I could use a phone upgrade.
Is that what
He's
that was for?
No. He's like, ready to get your own plan?
What the fuck? Holy shit.
No kidding.
What the fuck?
I'm not kidding.
That's how he told you?
I'm not kidding. He legit was like, happy birthday.
Spend some money.
Now you have a cellular plan. I'm kicking you off my plan.
I did not know this.
I forgot about it, obviously, because it's
This
funny.
is not when we lived together. You would have told me this
Yeah,
for sure. What the fuck?
Yeah, he came to town so we could go to the Verizon store together to kick me off of his cell phone plan.
I hate how much I love your bad childhood, or your just bad,
know.
your bad family stories. I don't fucking know.
It's like so fucked up, but it is also funny.
It's wild.
It's funny
It's
because
so-
it just doesn't stop. Because I get like I'm at
because you're still living with them,
well, no, at this age.
but like you're still like surviving with them.
Well, I was living in Ankeny by myself.
Yeah,
So at this point, I'm an adult, I guess. So I get I should have my own cell phone
I'm
plan.
still on my parents.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess technically right now I'm on my grandparents,
Okay.
but I do pay them monthly for it.
Well, because like Izzy, she was worried she's gonna get kicked off her family plan, and then they just re-upped it where everyone got a new phone because it's slightly
cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. I think if you have like 4 or 5,
Well, also,
it's-
I'm on my grandparents' plan, and they're retired.
Yeah.
So it's super cheap for them.
oh,
So I literally pay like $50 a month for mine,
okay.
for like unlimited wireless,
Yeah.
just to be on their plan.
So I know with like my parents, my dad was like, hey, you might have to start paying and that kind of stuff. And then I got a new phone and that like applied to the monthly payments. And I just didn't pay him and he forgot.
And you forgot.
Yeah.
No, my
and
dad
luckily
was. Like,
he's not a listener.
no, my dad's not a listener. If he is,
Sorry.
I don't know why you're still in there,
Yeah,
buddy.
you
should have stopped a long time ago.
if you're still a listener, Robert's dad, you got a hard shell and you should,
Maybe you got a good sense of humor.
or like you just don't think you
Or
did
just
anything
or
wrong.
you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like the idea of like listening to your son talk about the stories you've told about him, and he's like, "Oh, cool. It's Monday. It's a holiday."
They're drinking. No, but I remember like
No
literally
matter how drunk we are, our stories are all true.
Yeah, like it's no joke. It was for my birthday.
I'm gonna kick you off my plan.
He's
That's
like,
insane.
He's like, you're an adult now. Here's your own
You
cell
want
phone
to
plate.
meet at the Verizon store? That is
And
insane.
I don't think we got dinner. Like, I don't think I got dinner. Like, I think I just got a bill.
So, like, as a birthday thing, did he like pay for the beginning of it
No.
or no?
No,
It was
he just kicked me off his plan.
What the fuck?
He's like, you're an adult now, I guess. So, and I get I was probably at an age, but like, just the way of it happening.
and also, like-
and like on your birthday.
Also, you weren't close with him. Like, you guys
No.
didn't talk much.
No.
You literally just talked about how like you're not going to his Christmas.
Yeah, I did earlier. It was yeah. When I was sitting waiting at the Verizon store, I was like,
This is
oh,
this is
It's kind of a-
horrible.
it's kind of a flashback, and it is really funny, but also that's fucked up.
That's so bad.
Like, at least have a conversation. Be like, hey, you getting to a point,
Well, or be like,
I can't afford it. You know, I
Yeah.
get it. I think he couldn't afford it. That was part of it.
Sure.
But also, it's cheaper with more
No, also he could be like, hey, can you start paying
paying me.
So it's like $20 a month for this extra line.
Yeah,
instead of
exactly.
you doing your own.
And
God.
then it was just like, now I have a bill for $85 a month.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
It made me.
That might have been when you were 19 or 20, is what you're saying?
It was when I lived in Ankeny. So maybe.
So what, you lived in Ankeny from 20 to
25.
25, really?
24, maybe.
Is that-
24.
I lived there 20 to 22, I think.
Probably, yeah. So it happened between 20 and 24. But it happened early. I think it was in the first apartment I lived in. So it was 21, probably. 21-esque.
Shit, that's when we lived together then, yeah.
Yeah. But maybe you must have moved out by then. Or, maybe
I moved out in March.
I wonder if my ex knows about this story then.
Yeah, or
'Cause
when did you get the apartment? You got it in September, and I moved in November.
So what might have happened before you even moved in?
It might have been.
Might have been like, you have your own apartment? Here's another bill.
Yeah.
Because I do remember paying for my phone for most of the
I kind of remember you having a phone bill now that you say it.
So it might have happened. It might have happened immediately when I had my first fucking apartment.
And you didn't tell me when I moved in, because I think I moved in like November.
Yeah, that was probably it. Because I was probably is when I had my bed was an air mattress.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a mattress.
He's like, well, you're living it up, so here you go.
Here you go. You have a full time job. Happy birthday.
Jesus Christ.
Why is every fucking traumatic thing happening on my birthday?
A lot of them do.
That's why I don't like my birthday.
That's fair.
Does it make sense now?
I actually remembered a traumatic story from my birthday recently.
Oh, let's hear about it.
All right, so
From your birthday?
yeah. So I don't remember how old I was.
Okay.
Probably it had to have been probably later elementary school, so maybe like 11, 12.
11, 12. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, and I remember it was my birthday this day that it happened.
Always on your legit.
Yep.
Okay.
And I opened up any letters I got in the mail. I remember I got $20 from my grandpa and a couple other things.
Hell yeah.
And then I went out to play with my neighbor friends or whatever. And then during that, at some point, I lost the $20 I had gotten from my grandfather.
Okay.
And so I was pretty bummed. I don't remember being heartbroken about it though.
You were just like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, just that fucking sucks. And then I remember mentioning it to my mom, and she's like, "Oh, well, we're gonna call him then
What?
and tell him that you lost the money he gave you."
Are you fucking kidding me?
So, but
what?
So that was
What?
But I put it off. I was like, "Oh, I'm in the middle of a kickball game. Can I get back?" And she's like, "Okay,"
But we're gonna call him.
yeah. So
What the fuck?
So that was, I remember crying to myself and
I gotta find this $20.
yeah, no, so that's what I did. I walked up and down the street looking for the money while my neighbor friends were also playing with each other, yelling happy birthday across the street, giving me a big wave.
And you're like, no.
I'm crying to myself because I'm going to have to call my grandpa and tell him I lost some money that he earned for me.
Yeah, what do you have to tell him?
So
What do you have to tell him?
So I was a complete fucking mess. And then I couldn't find the fucking money.
Yeah, of course.
And so I went to my neighbor. I was like, "Hey man, can you lend me $20? I need to show my mom."
You asked to borrow money.
And he gave me $20 as long as I gave it right back to him.
You're like, I just need this, and then I'll bring it right back.
No, so what I did
Damn,
is,
what a trust. Damn, dude,
yeah,
what a
no,
neighbor.
My
dude.
neighbor fucking pulled through.
What a neighbor.
Yeah. So I got the $20. I remember I wiped my tears. I faked a smile and I ran back into the kitchen. I was like, "Mom, look, I found it." And she's like, "Oh, that's good. We won't have to call your grandpa."
And you're like, I'm gonna go out and play again.
Yeah,
and return this money.
Yep. I was still down $20, but not. I didn't get all the
you got away
shame
from the lie. Damn, dude.
because I
That's
don't.
so close to so much trauma. Can you imagine calling your grandpa and he goes, "What?"
Right, because he would be just confused by it.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Why are you telling me this?"
Because now
That's so traumatic.
because along with
That's such pre-made trauma.
because all right, my parents did a great job raising me. I mean, especially compared to others in this room.
Yeah,
But,
the others in this room.
But
Hank,
I still, yeah. Look at Hank,
he doesn't have a fucking nose.
you little bitch. But I do think about when I have kids and raising them, what I'll do
But also, do you think they do and say things just because it brings them enjoyment and obviously brings you pain?
Oh, because the idea of telling my kid that would be so fucking funny.
Like, I'm trying to picture, like, if I was a parent and I love doing bits and I love being, like, especially if I had a jokey wife.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, hey, let's fuck with him.
Right.
But then also, like,
It's their birthday and they're crying.
They didn't know you were crying. You found the money.
I don't know if she knew.
You know what I mean? You know what I
I guess
mean?
I don't remember if I cried in front of her.
That's gonna be the funny part. Is I like making jokes, but then also like I'm like, fuck. I dealt with a lot of trauma.
Yeah, that could do some damage.
Cause trauma, but also it's really fucking funny.
No.
Maybe. You ever think like maybe we shouldn't have kids?
All the time. All the fucking time.
Because like,
Also,
I think so many things are funny.
Also, my house is so dangerous. I'm worried about that. I don't know how to baby-proof a bed of nails. And I have 2 of them out there.
You're gonna need a lot of freaking.
Well, also, our kids are gonna be so fucking stupid, Izzy and I, because her and I have talked about it, and our fear is that they'll have the determination of me and the coordination of her. In which case, we're gonna have just 5-year-olds, and they're gonna die, and we'll just keep getting up to 5, and that's it.
I mean, that's what they used to do back in the day. They would just keep making kids.
But at least
to
they
work
did
on the
farm work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least they did something.
Mine are just gonna run to a sharp wall and die.
Hey,
Also, like, our stairs are fucking slanted.
you won't get charged if it's.
It's an accident.
I can't say. It's good to say if it's suicide. It's so fucked up. This is why I can't have kids.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, Izzy almost killed. She might have killed our
She
cat.
might have killed a cat today. Imagine if she has she's like, I left a 2-year-old with a chicken bone and
it was
ate
gone.
And he ate it.
I'm gonna give him another bone to see what he does. He
Slurps it down.
Fuck! 2 bones.
The package says that it's brittle. It might be fine.
Oh my god! I hope that cat doesn't die. Mostly because I don't want to deal with her if it dies. It's gonna be so bad.
This.
You're gonna have to edit this heavily if he dies, because
I'll just during this part we'll be laughing, but there'll be doom doom. There'll be like soft piano music. I don't know. Maybe we cut it all. I don't know. I don't know. This is coming out real quick,
I
dude,
know,
so
this
he
might
might still be. He might be bleeding right now. Jesus Christ. When we love animals.
Yeah.
We love animals. We like making jokes, okay?
he's just a dumb animal with a dumb owner sometimes, and we love them both. They just, I don't know how they can both survive in an ecosystem together.
I can't imagine.
She gave him a chicken bone.
And then left. What do you think was going to happen?
I
Without
mean,
even meat
to
on
be fair, I wouldn't expect that the bone would be gone. Like,
I also wouldn't give an animal a bone.
well, like,
You know? I'd give a dog maybe a big bone.
well, because I remember once during Thanksgiving, actually, our dog ate the turkey. And the big
What?
Yeah.
The entire turkey.
Most of it. You met our dog.
Harlow?
Yeah. I don't remember if it was Harlow or Baron.
Or Baron. I never met Baron.
You met Baron.
I don't think so.
No, yeah, because he died when I was in high school. So you would have met him at least a little bit. He was a lab.
I only remembered Harlow.
Harlow. You maybe would meet him during his last 2 years.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Or you would have just seen him in my backyard, because we had a lab and a mastiff. I don't remember who ate the turkey though.
But like it was Thanksgiving and he ate it. Mm-hmm. It was just
at least most
you guys
of it.
took it out to cool it. And
Probably,
then,
yeah, it
and
was
then
just on the
walked away.
counter. Yeah.
And he
Which, how
fucking
did we not hear that? But I remember
devoured it.
And I remember
That is awesome.
the big fear was the bones would splinter into him, and he was fine. And I don't know, this cat's fucking huge.
So he'll be fine.
We'll see.
Dude, so
Oh, this is gonna be so not funny if that cat dies.
she would have listened to the pod.
No, but like, oh my god,
It's gonna be really sad.
I'm gonna have to take time off of work. It's gonna be a mess. If that cat
It's
dies.
funny right now because nothing's
he's
wrong.
fine.
Because nothing's wrong right
and
now.
he's happy right now, so it's funny.
Nothing's wrong right now.
And like she's pretending like she's really happy and fine, but there's a low level nerve to her, and it's gonna be there for the next 3 days, and it's gonna be so bad.
It reminds me. I hate saying this sentence,
Okay.
but this reminds me just because of it's 2022 and it's obviously this is what people say nowadays.
Okay.
But it reminds me of TikTok that I watched
Okay.
talking about dogs.
Yeah.
So this guy walks. It's like a POV. You know, he's holding the camera and she's talking to him. He walks into this girl, and she's like, walks into her bedroom and she's like, "You ready to Netflix and chill?" And it's her entire room is decorated in Air Bud. And he goes, "Oh wow, you're a big Airbud fan, aren't you?" And she's like, "It's the greatest cinematic movie ever made." She's like an Airbud like fucking bed cover, and it's on the wall.
What made you think of this?
Because you were talking about your dog eating the turkey, and it just made me think of like Airbud, like because he plays basketball. And then he's like,
"No, because he's a dog, not because he plays basketball." Is why you thought of it, you fucking idiot.
The funny thing is, like, he's like the guy who's like, "Yeah, I mean, it was a great movie," and he's like, "There's more than one." Like, she's like, so like, it's a universe.
Isn't it weird that dog is 100% dead right now?
100%.
And probably like the two sequels, yeah. Your buddies, I bet, are still alive because they were puppies
when
like
I watched
5
that
years
sketch,
ago.
I was like, oh, that's such an innocent sketch that is great.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, why can't I got to remember that when I'm writing sketches.
I don't know how you think of that kind of shit,
because
though.
that's just circumstantial, but like that's a sketch where it could only be filmed POV kind of.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or maybe I guess it could be, a real
Well, it's kind of like
sketch.
that. I think you should leave Garfield House.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is so fucking funny. It just
If you enjoy us, you'll probably enjoy I Think You Should
yeah, I
Leave.
would highly recommend. I think you should.
2
leave.
seasons on Netflix. It's perfect.
Season 3 is in production.
That's wild.
It's
that he got a 3rd season.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, because that is the only mainstream. Like it's kind of counterculture comedy,
You would call it main. I guess it's season 3, so it doesn't have. It has a poll.
but it's still like counterculture.
It's a cult.
It's an anti-comedy comedy for sure.
I keep seeing like TikToks of like. I saw one like this morning that was like. She didn't believe me when I told her this shirt cost $2,000 because the patterns are so complicated, and it's just a guy that cries. Like, it's just such a niche comedy group that once you know, and
it's the horrible thing about it is once you see it, you can't think of any like it. Every instance in that show that can be applied to real life, you think of like nothing can make you not think of that show.
I know,
and
dude.
It
It's
sucks
because it's like, God damn it.
Yeah,
dude.
it's too much. Like, I mean, the other day I had 2 piss spots on my pants. And I sent a photo to you and our buddy Jaden saying about these from Calico Cup Bands.
Calico pants like
You gotta give.
gotta give.
Izzy won't stop eating batteries.
You gotta give. Hold that door. And then you walk so.
Sorry to anyone who hasn't watched the show. I
know,
highly
it's
recommend.
such an insight.
Or else you're a real asshole. All right, you used to be.
I used to be a real piece of shit.
Right, that's what it is.
I
Yeah.
used to be. Sloppy steaks. It is all inside jokes, and if you don't know, it's like you sound like idiots right now.
Yeah.
No, but it's a cult. Highly recommend. I think you should leave. I literally
miss my mouth.
my ex-girlfriend. I showed it to her for the first time, and we watched it, and she didn't laugh at all. she hated it. And then one time I came over and she was watching it with her roommate, and I said, "Gotcha, bitch," because then she loved it.
Yeah.
Because it's a show that you'll watch it and you'll go, "Oh, it's enjoyable."
I didn't love it the first time at
No,
all.
yeah, you hated it. But then once you start talking about it, that's why it's a cult.
Yeah,
That's why it's a cult.
Because you need to bring it up in conversation. Literally, even just like explaining the sketches to someone who's seen the entire show,
Dude,
you'll both laugh.
Our buddy Jaden, me
Who's
and him,
been on the podcast,
me
yeah.
and him are always just like, I don't know how to drive. Like, you could just say lines and you know exactly what we're talking about. Like, it's a legit cult. Highly recommend. I think you should leave. Netflix, incredible. But speaking of sketches and writing and stuff, and also pulling it back to like my 6 months goals.
Yes.
I did want to talk about this real quick. So I don't have a job right now,
Right. You sure don't, bud.
and so I'm unemployed. And
Yes.
I will say, just to get out of the way, it's awesome.
Is it?
It is super nice. It's awesome not doing anything.
Really? Okay. I didn't know if you were actually enjoying it recently or not.
I'm starting off with this
Okay.
because I wanted to get out of the way. Like it's so nice.
It's a treat that you're able to do it.
Yeah, it's a treat,
Yes.
and it's so awesome to be able to not have a schedule.
'Cause I'm
to
super
not
jealous currently.
Yeah, to not have an alarm, but it sucks.
I bet. No, I think it would too. I think I would go crazy.
especially because I live alone.
Yes.
I am going stir crazy, and I know that
Thank God you have these projects of Moist Monday and Gaming Off the Grid.
it does fill my time
Just
with,
to do something.
It does fill my time with editing and like working on stuff, and I do stuff most nights. But during the day, like finding motivation
I bet.
to get stuff done.
I would be so horrible.
It takes me so long. Like I've been working on editing a Moist Monday, and it like I'll do like 20 minutes, and then I'll just be on TikTok.
Yep.
Or I'll just be like, I'm gonna take a nap. Like it's just I obviously appreciate the fact that I can do this, and I love not being able to set an alarm. But I'm starting to go insane.
I bet.
That's why I'm like, dude, I gotta freaking. I want to go climbing.
I wish I was less busy so I could keep you more busy.
So we could like climb during the day or something.
But I'm working 6 days a week, and
Because
my
like
schedule is
literally
harder than ever.
Today we like I slept in.
Yep.
I ran errands, rock climbed, doing the podcast.
Got your phone fixed.
Today was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I was out doing shit.
With people, yeah.
Last Monday it was awesome. We went to the coffee shop. We rock climbed. We edited. It was freaking.
Yeah, we wrote a lot too.
We got a lot of stuff done, and like obviously it's December. There's a lot of stuff. Like in a couple days, I'm going up to my friend's farm. That's gonna be a nice getaway. And then the holidays, Christmas, New Year's. Like there's things coming up that I'm gonna look for. So I'm not gonna be like
you should
totally
be good till
school starts.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, like Monday was awesome, and then Tuesday, I canceled therapy because I just slept all day. I didn't go.
Really?
Because I was like, I had no motivation to go anywhere. I did go to the gaming off the grid, do that. But then Wednesday, same thing. Woke up with my sleep.
Waking up with nothing to do is scary.
Especially when it's.
Unless it's like you have 2 days.
Especially when it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I don't have something till 6 o'clock.
That is weird.
6 p.m. So like
have you thought about like I'll get a part-time job, or there's just not enough time?
I've thought about it
because you'll start school in a month,
and then I'll be like, why do I have this? And I'm trying to enjoy every moment while I can, but also like I'm going stir crazy because I do think I do have like ADHD and like
something,
but also like there's so many things I could do. Obviously,
sure.
Like I love movies, and
but I feel like that on my days off too.
But I love video games. And like I started Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, right. Which could fill all of your time.
I started it. And I'm in like such this mode of like, that
really?
I got bored.
Ooh.
And I was like, I shut it off.
Yeah.
So I literally am like in a mode, you know, like when you're so busy, you're like, I wish I had time to do something. But then when you have nothing to do, you're like,
I wish I had drive to do something.
yeah, I'd have no drive right now.
So during my days off,
it doesn't make sense because I should have all this.
Yeah.
I should be able to get ahead on the podcast and getting ahead on, and I just am like, I have no motivation.
Sure.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
But it's such a counter thing because it's obviously
what you wanted at first.
It's what I wanted, and it's awesome.
Okay,
I don't have to deal with bullshit. I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. with an alarm.
Yesterday, you worked on a film or 2 days ago, you worked on a film for like 12 hours. How did that fulfill you?
16. It was
Jesus.
awesome.
Yeah? Okay.
Because Friday, before your show,
yes.
I literally I woke up. So we did stuff Thursday night for Gaming Off the Grid. Okay. And then Friday, woke up. And like I try to sleep in, but I also try not to be a piece of shit.
Right. It's like 10, 11 at the latest.
9:30, 10 maybe.
Okay. Oh, that's good then.
But like I'll initially wake up at 7:30.
Sure.
And I'm like, I could wake up, and sometimes I do wake up, and I'm like, I'll just make some coffee and start working on stuff because I do have stuff to do.
God, I want to try a week off so bad.
My problem is I'm like in week 4 of a week off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, because I've already watched a ton of movies. I've already done a full puzzle.
I need to give you another good movie to watch.
It is nice to do that. And I'm like, I love puzzles, and I do want to start a new puzzle. But then I'm like, when I was doing that puzzle, I wasn't doing anything else. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I wasn't editing, and I need to be editing because I'm falling behind because I'm not doing anything.
That's wild that with lack of work, you're falling behind on stuff.
It's a weird thing. I think it's it's stark crazy. Because I'm by myself in this area, in this apartment, sitting at a desk.
Well, because the moment
with no accountability and no
the moment you have nothing to do, you have everything to do all of a sudden, and it's weird.
I think it's just the lack of accountability and the lack of nobody knows what I'm doing.
It's a secret.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's not like you're at work and you're like, oh, they know.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I'm at work, but I'm actually hiding in the closet watching TikTok, because I used to do that a lot. Like I'd like hide in a room and watch TikTok.
Jesus.
Like, you know, like they would, somebody is watching.
Sure.
nobody's watching me. I can fucking jack off whenever I want. You know?
Do you?
I do.
How many times a day?
Twice, maybe 3 times, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad
crazy.
then.
But then usually it ends up.
Have you not hit a limit yet?
I never get crazy because usually it starts with that because I'm like, I'll take a little break and jerk off, and then I'll be like, I'm gonna take a nap. You jerk off usually leads into a nap.
Yeah, that's
and then
fair.
and then I snooze my nap, and then I just sleep the day away, and then I'm like, why can't I sleep at night? And then I started taking melatonin because I can't because my sleep has been fucking terrible, like so bad. Melatonin has kind of helped, but also has been giving me fucked up dreams.
Yeah, dreams are fun though. I love dreams.
But like melatonin dreams, you know what I'm trying? One of the first melatonin dreams I ever had, and they've all been fucked up since, and I can remember them, is the lead singer of a local Waterloo band, female fronted. You know what I'm talking about? We were talking about them earlier. She got murdered.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, she got fucking murdered.
Okay.
And I happened to be in town dealing with it.
Huh. That is a weird dream.
And I woke up like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that's a weird dream.
Yeah, very.
Which is a friend of yours got murdered.
Yeah, very fucking weird, dude. And then it's
I've always been a weird dream person though.
and now it's so hard for me to fall asleep because I don't have anything to wake up to. It's hard for me to stay asleep. I've even been using like I pay for Headspace, like it's like a meditation app.
Yeah,
and they
sponsor
have
us.
and they have like, guided falling asleep things. I do that. Doesn't work.
I've never used that before.
It used to work for me all the time, especially when I had to wake up early for work.
Sure.
But now I don't. So that doesn't work for me. And then they have like this stuff. They have like soundscapes. Where
Okay.
It's like, like rainfall or like the sound of like this and it'll play for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'll do that. It will help a little bit. And then I'll wake up. The sound will be off and I'll be wide awake. And it'll be like 3 a.m. And I'm like, God, fuck. It's awesome.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege, obviously. Like
Yeah.
I don't miss working, but I miss having a set schedule.
Sure.
So that's why I'm excited for school
yeah.
because I will have things every day.
The thing is you can't fall back into like calling out of that.
I'm not gonna because I'm like so excited, dude. You know
For
what I mean?
now. You
I
were
don't-
so excited for a lot of stuff though. That's just something you gotta.
I don't think I will get not excited for school
Okay.
because like it's what I want to do.
That's fair.
And like this is the step to do it. And like all of my classes I'm taking this first semester, except college experience.
It's so funny you have to take that.
But luckily that's after 2 morning classes. It's just like the third class I had to take. So
you'll at least-
I'll already be there.
You'll at least be in a college-y mood. Because I didn't have to take college experience because like, hey, I went to college and they're like, oh, you don't have to take this, which is so funny. Although you went to college a decade ago.
I graduated from the same school I'm going back to with a degree from the school, and I still have to take college experience.
When did you go to college for the first time though? Was it a decade ago now? You're 28.
I'm 28, so
So
that's when
9
I
years
first
ago.
went to college. Yeah,
9 years ago.
but I graduated when I was 21,
And I graduated when I was 21.
so about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
because I remember getting a car about when I graduated.
That's so weird.
Graduated college. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Like unemployment it's kind of a double-edged sword. And
Which we've discussed. Just a sword. Swords
is-
usually have 2 sharp edges. I don't understand the difference between the 2 edges.
It's double lightsaber.
It's not a Darth Maul situation. No, it's like not a saber. Like a long sword is sharp on both ends.
It's like a long sword, dude. It's like one edge is
what I
sharp, and like it
The other
sucks.
edge is like sharp and it sucks. Like what's the
It's
comparison?
still metal, dude.
Yeah, like this is a
saying doesn't make sense.
No, I mean, like here, this is a single-edged sword, but like also, which edge are you describing? Because if you're saying it's a double-edged sword, as in one end is good, one end is bad, which end? They're both sharp. Why does it have to be sharp and sharp?
So I think the saying should be
It's a sword.
yin yang, right?
Which one's yin? Which one's yang?
That's good and bad, right? Yin
I don't
yang?
know. It's the balance of all things, but also it's black and white. So I never like saying which one's good and which one's bad because that just feels like I'm making a mistake saying that.
Say it.
No.
You know you want it.
But no, like, you know what I mean? The idea of like
Yeah, I know.
white and black, and that also means good and bad. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking
There's
say it.
a Bo Burnham sketch where it's like he talks about he had a black girlfriend, And he's
I also wrote that joke that I've told you.
yeah,
before.
but it's also Bo Burnham has said it in a special.
I know, but also mine was better.
Yeah, but he goes, anytime we 69, it's yin yang.
Because mine was, I was 69. All right, so my joke was one time I almost got murdered for making a race joke. That's how
That's a great start.
Yeah, and it was the fact that me and a girl I was seeing at the time who happened to be black, and we had just seen the movie Us, actually.
Haven't seen it, so.
It's a great movie, but it was also very interesting to see that with a person who was black. Because it's about like race relations. It's not as much as Get Out, but it's still about that a little bit. And that was actually very interesting. But
And
yeah.
then he's 69.
No, yeah, afterwards we were fucking around, and at one point we were 69 and she was on top because I'm not an animal. And she just hears between her
Because
legs.
I'm not an animal.
No, man on top, that you're an animal if you're 69 on top.
a man's butthole just...
No, as in it's a dick with your full gravity going into their face. That's insane.
Yeah, they're just...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're not doing anything for you. But yeah, so she was on top.
Anytime he's 69, it's always butthole in my nose.
Yeah, you use that to your advantage.
But you stick your nose in their butthole?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
That's
never-
as gross as
You
me out.
never heard the term brown nose?
I've never done butt stuff.
That's a lie. I know you've gotten a finger up your ass.
No, like with my mouth. Or
You've
like in
never
this-
eaten ass?
in this region. No,
You really?
it just doesn't. I don't.
To me, that's part of it now. If I go down on somebody, well, obviously it's now just my girlfriend. I'm also eating her ass. I think that's
Really,
why.
you continue the slope.
Yeah, no, it's
You go. Flick,
no, it's. I'm not doing that. It's a full fucking meal.
you're eating everything.
Yeah.
You
No,
fucking
I
give
have
me
a.
that stuffing. Give me
I have
that.
my meal on my side.
give, me
Yeah.
that give me that freaking
No, so I'm.
roast beef and those yams, baby. Get it? Vagina and butt.
Why is yams her butt?
I just think yams represent butt.
Really?
Roast beef and peaches. That'd probably be. I think yams went with roast beef better.
Peach. I could eat a peach for hours.
Nicholas Cage, that's a callback. But I just don't poop. And I can't.
You do poop.
But I can't get past the idea of like licking it.
I mean, I recommend it. I recommend doing it, and I recommend having it done to you.
I'm really hairy.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
Are you?
I trim around it sometimes, but also often.
But
I
also
don't.
sometimes you don't. You're not prepared for a fling.
But also, I'm never expecting her to do it, but I will always do it.
Yeah, but also like she's probably not prepared for you to do it whenever. So like poop.
I mean, like, it's not just hanging out on the outside ever.
Yeah, I know. but
I'm not like
It's a
going in there
You're
every
not.
time.
You're not tonguing it.
I mean, sometimes I'll tongue punch the fart box. You ever heard that phrase?
Tongue punch the fart box.
You never heard that before?
I have heard that
Okay,
before.
yeah. No, so
I
I'm not
love
like
a good chocolate starfish.
I'm not like shoving it in every time, but I'm at least grazing it.
So, with your tongue?
I mean, just painting the fence.
Yeah, I've never. I'm also not very sexually active right now,
That's fair.
and also I feel like that's something.
How many have you ever eaten an ass?
No,
Really?
no.
All right.
And the only I think that's definitely something that would come with a long term
Oh, you
relationship.
yeah, it comes.
Ooh, and I come with a finger.
Ooh.
We talked about that before. But I think the only person that I was potentially close with was the one that popped the finger up there. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Yeah. Just because it was a long term relationship and we had gotten to that point of like,
Oh, I'll eat ass on the first date.
whoa, really? You'll
Many
toss
a-
that salad?
Many a times, yes.
How do you get to that point?
I'm down there already.
They're laying. What do you? They're laying on their back.
Yeah, their legs are always over my shoulder.
Oh, you prop them up.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Highly recommend.
Okay.
Always elevate.
Okay.
Always elevate them. You know that, like the wedge
I
under
knew
them.
the pillow wedge when
Yeah.
I'm, in, but like,
Your tongue goes in.
okay, lights over the okay, that's good to know.
No, like in any instance,
I
always
haven't-
legs up.
And I haven't.
Which is
even-
weird because it's kind of like changing a diaper, but still.
It's gonna be so weird when you have a kid, just being like, "Oh wow, I've been in this position before."
I don't
like
think
it.
I'll feel that.
You go, "Ooh,
Okay, so actually,
is it gonna be?" Yeah. How do you transition from that?
no. So just from like your topic on that, there is something that I noticed recently that I was very happy about, and that I felt weird about being happy about.
Okay.
All right, so no, this is like an honestly like very serious topic.
I'm ready.
So I'm an uncle, and I have a niece and a nephew, right?
Yeah.
So at one point we were hanging out, and then they both went to the bath, and then we were gonna leave. And so I said goodnight to them in the bath. My niece is like, she's 3 now. My nephew is almost 1.
Yeah, very young.
And there was a weird point where it wasn't even weird though, honestly, because like I hugged them, kissed them on both their heads, and I was like, good night. And then walking out, I was like, oh, I am like, because like being an uncle, there's always that weird part where it's like, there's like that joke of like, oh, be careful of the, like, you know what I mean?
Be careful of the uncle. Yeah.
Of like a male uncle, that aspect where I was like, oh, that was nothing for me. And that was such like a weird relief that I felt.
That you kissed him?
No, that like,
oh, because they were in their bath.
yeah, like they were both like,
they were naked.
Yeah, they were naked, and it's like a 3-year-old and like a 8-month-old, and like I was like, oh, not a thing.
I mean, good.
No, yeah, obviously good.
I mean, good.
But like, isn't that weird that we have to even think about that?
I mean, we don't have to. We don't have to. If you don't feel a thing, we don't have to think about it.
No, I'm saying, but like, do you get what I mean though? Like, as a guy, as an uncle, like that kind of shit of like, people just kind of expect you to be weird, and you're like, oh, I'm not. Thank God.
Can't relate because I'm the oldest sibling.
Sure.
And at least this, I talked about my siblings on my mom's side recently about this. It's like, it's gonna be a while till any of us have kids. If anything,
Sure.
It's gonna be my youngest brother.
Probably in your family, yeah.
Because the other 2 are lesbians. But
That's true.
I might be, an uncle on my other. I haven't talked to my siblings on my dad's side. Who knows? They might be fucking.
No, your first like niece or nephew will probably be from me.
Yeah,
honestly,
which is gonna be crazy. And then I might be fucking. It's just gonna be weird. I might be 40 by the time I have my own nephew.
No.
Or, man, it's gonna be weird. Like, yeah, the whole transition of like becoming
an
adult, like a legit adult to some younger person.
Mm-hmm. It's weird
because then you have like your
teaching my niece stuff is weird.
You're an influence.
Yeah, because like I taught her, because I'm also trying to teach her like things that like I know she wouldn't learn from like her mom and her dad. So it's like funny when she then like repeats it, because like I'll just like, I don't know, teach her like little facts, or like she'll just point at stuff and ask me to explain them, and I explain them in my way.
And you go, yeah, that's a nail. I put that in my nose.
No, they don't know about freak show stuff at all.
Are you good? Are you gonna?
I don't know, because I
feel like that's
because
you gotta.
Well, because also I've thought about like when I have kids, when are they allowed to see me on stage performing? I don't know, because
on stage performing. I think on stage performing is different than knowing about it.
That's well, because they'll have to know about it because they'll see stuff around me. But also, I'm gonna have to baby proof this home. So interestingly,
so your niece and nephew have never been here.
They both have. I guess I don't remember my nephew has been here or not. But my niece has, and I remember she picked up some stuff around here that she liked, like
weird oddities.
No, she didn't really play with any real oddities. We have a cat skeleton, like just a plastic Halloween decoration.
Oh, yeah, that's cool though.
And she carried that around. Like we even went to the park. I brought her to the park, and she was carrying that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't remember her really looking at stuff or me explaining stuff to her. She was younger then too. Okay. Where now I can have like real conversations, and like she's like she'll do like bits and stuff.
Really?
And it's real. Yeah. So
is it weird? Is it weird seeing that? Or
yes. No, because you can.
Because what's a child bit like?
So a bit she came up with where I kind of built like a little fort with her, because there was like boxes. So I stacked the boxes up, and she's like, all right, now you have to hide me. So I put pillows in front of where I hid her, and she's like, all right, go get somebody. So what I did is I went so I went out to where everyone else was hanging out. I was like, oh, where? And then I said her name. Where is she? I can't find her. You better go look for it. And I would pick like my sister or my parents, and they'd go in there, and then she'd burst out of the pillow fort and like try and scare them. And then she'd laugh.
Yeah, obviously, because it's funny.
And then she's like, all right, go away. She'd say that to the other person. Then she'd call for me and be like, cover me up and go get somebody else.
Do it again.
Yeah, so we did that with every person in there. Again. And like also, I remember once I was like, wow, because also she was jumping out way too fast.
She got excited.
No, but there was like a wall. Like, so she was against a bed. She was between a bed and a wall. The wall was probably like 2.5 feet away. And she burst out and like go against the wall, but almost like smack the wall. So it made me nervous. So I grabbed another pillow and put it against the wall. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, you're shooting out like a rocket. And then she kept calling like a rocket. And then she'd be like, you know, like if I went out a rocket and the rocket went up and I was like, fuck, or she didn't say fuck, but she's like, where's my rocket? And like, she did that bit and I thought it was so fucking funny. And she didn't get why I was laughing so hard because she was looking for her imaginary rocket like she lost it. It's weird, but it's
awesome. But then you go, it's starting.
Yeah, it's like she is doing like jokes and like stuff like that.
Dude, this makes me think of a bit that I needed to tell you about, but I haven't told you about yet. That our cop buddy texted me on Saturday.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm revealing your secrets, Josh, but it's so funny I had to tell this on the pod. He texted me so excited. He goes, Robert. And I go, what? And he goes, is this a bit? Because if you've listened to the episode with Josh, You're My Flock, check it out. It's a whole episode with him. He's a cop and all this stuff. But literally his first question on the pod was, what's a bit?
And we didn't really know how to answer it.
It's hard to... So
it's a joke. It's a sarcasm
This
thing.
makes me laugh really hard, and I think he's learning.
Okay.
So he said, is this a bit? And then he said, hang on. And then he sent me a photo. And he got a thing of vitamins.
Okay.
And he printed a label that said chill pill on it. And then apparently his wife was upset.
Yeah.
And
oh my God. He offered her a chill pill?
And he offered her a little... He said she was not happy.
Oh my God. That's a dangerous bit. That's something I wouldn't do in this house.
Yeah, but...
It's a bit.
He did it. It's a
bit.
Yeah, it made me...
Oh my God.
Dude,
that's a good bit.
When he sent me the photo, it just said chill pill. And then I was like, yeah, that's a bit. And then he goes, yeah, I offered it to my wife. I said... He's learning.
The fact that she doesn't like it makes it more of a bit.
Dude, I know. The fact that she got upset because you offered her a literal chill pill.
That's beautiful. Yes. Good job, Josh.
Good job, buddy. Highly recommend.
Proud of you.
Approve. He's learning. Dude, the chill pill bit. That's how bits can be so simple.
But also that pisses somebody off, which is even funnier.
Dude, that's another thing with bits is if it gets somebody upset,
Perfect.
it's a bit.
Yeah.
If you say it and it falls flat on his face, you don't admit to it. You just go,
Yeah.
all right, that was just a...
Well, because also it falling flat is so weird because it's rather... Because...
You literally...
Well, because what you want from it is to make someone happy or angry, basically. So if it lands in the middle, you're like, ah, fuck, that didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything. For me, I am a man of numbers, so I just like throwing shit in the wind.
Yeah, I just see what
So
hits.
a lot of stuff doesn't land. And
you just go on to the next one.
I go on to the next one, and I've silenced some rooms with bits. And that's how I know it was a good bit. Because everyone goes, what?
That what is so beautiful, though.
It is in the big moment. And also, like, I can appreciate it because it makes me laugh. So I don't give a fuck if you don't agree. But it is funny when the entire room goes, what?
When, like, you can see everyone just stops and thinks about what you just said. And
Even
you're like,
people that weren't even listening, they're having a show and they
but
silent.
chimes in, and you're just like, oh, shit.
And
I
then
did
you
something.
and then you have to repeat it. It's never funny. Same with quoting things from the Moist Monday podcast. It's never funny.
It doesn't really work.
So you should probably, if you want to share, you should probably share it with your friends.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If you want to share the bit, if you want to share the cult that is Moist Monday, I would highly, highly recommend sharing it with your friend.
Yeah.
Sharing this podcast. Follow us on TikTok.
Are we not doing our next segment?
Follow us on Instagram. I forgot.
Yeah.
I was drinking.
Up next is Izzys Insights.
I forgot. Yeah, but before Izzys Insights,
Share us.
share us. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Pause this. Go follow us right now.
On Moist Monday podcast on everything.
Yeah, we got one last closing segment. That's a recurring segment now.
Yes, we've officially said
We've
it will
officially
be.
agreed. This is now Izzys Insights. We're gonna play some jazz. Maybe we come up with some custom music leading into this.
Ooh.
We'll see what it finds out. Izzys Insights is coming right up.
Now it's time for Izzys Insights.
Izzys Insights, which is officially now a segment. We've been joking about it for a while, but now it apparently has an intro song and maybe intro credits.
There's an intro song?
Who
Not
knows?
yet.
There
I
might be.
haven't been told.
There might be.
There might be.
We
No,
only
I
have
hope so.
We only have like a week to do it now, though.
I got fucking nothing but time.
True.
Who knows
I'm
if
ready.
I use the time wisely? Okay, so what's going to be cool about this segment is we're going to do a normal podcast. And then we're going to bring you on and ask you topics up. Ask you questions about our topic.
Yeah, what we talked about.
Okay.
So, first topic is the movie Face Off. Thoughts? John Travolta.
I like it.
How much?
I like it like a 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10.
Oh, that's a 10 out of 10 movie.
I wouldn't give it that.
I would.
I wouldn't say
That's-
it's a perfect movie.
It's
the intro.
what's wrong
I think
with
it's
it?
pretty stupid.
What?
What?
Face off.
No,
I think
the
that's a
face off bit is beautiful.
No, the intro I will say is what makes me go, "What am I watching?" But then I
watching Face Off,
cried. Did you cry at the end?
No.
no one does. You were the only person
I
who
think
cried. in it.
because
No.
family.
yeah,
I cry a lot, but
Family.
I
I don't want to give
cry.
the spoilers away, but family.
it was the face
no,
touch
it
at
wasn't
the-
that. It
That's
was,
part
it
of
was,
the
It
ending.
was when he went. It's when he did the reveal. You know, I don't want to give anything away. But it's when he did the reveal. You know what I'm saying? It's a massive spoiler. And he fulfilled his promise.
I know he
He
did.
turned.
He
you
sure
know what I
did.
mean?
Yeah.
He helped people.
Face off.
It's an okay movie.
It's an okay movie.
Face off. It's a great movie.
It's a movie that Jacob's quoted for our entire.
See, that's what's so crazy is I don't think I've ever heard you quote
There's
it.
little ones.
What's the main one you do?
Oh, I don't even know at this point.
He goes, "I like peaches,"
I could eat a peach for hours.
which we
What?
talked about earlier.
That ooh, you're good looking. Anybody
No.
got a light? It's like looking in a mirror, but not.
No.
There's an obvious one that honestly I can't
I
even
was
remember.
like, there's one that
'Cause I
you've
read
done,
through the quotes.
like literally since the beginning of our relationship.
Oh, are
and
you
I,
ready?
Yes.
Ready for the big red
yes,
baby?
that one.
That-
yes,
I do that a
I've
lot.
never
He does
heard you
it all
say
the
that.
time, and as soon as we watched it, he was like, "You understand it now," and I was like, "I guess."
No, so anytime someone is asked, "Are you ready?" and this is also something I tried to teach my niece, is if someone's ever like ready, I'm like, "Ready for the big ride, baby," and she's like, "Nope, ready, set, go."
Ready for the big ride, baby.
Yep.
no,
that's
I am
the-
a child.
Yeah, no, it's ready, set, go.
No, because she's mainly the Buzz Lightyear one. To something and beyond.
To infinity
Yeah,
and
that's what she is.
Something and beyond.
Yeah, it was that. That's mainly her go.
Yeah, that's way quotable than
She's a
fucking
baby.
Face Off.
Ready? Are you ready for the big ride, baby? Way better.
Nobody
She's
would
a
ever
baby.
know what you're talking about. She's a legit baby.
Yeah.
She's legitimately.
I'm gonna
a
teach
baby.
our kids that.
She's a baby.
I'm gonna teach our kids that for whenever they're like doing stuff.
Okay.
When
okay.
we have babies, we're gonna have to baby-proof our house so hard.
We've
talking-
talked about that a lot.
Have you really?
Yeah, we talked about that on the pod today, to be honest. What do you think? What's going to be the best thing to use for a bed of nails? Izzy.
I'm sorry. What?
To baby-proof
a bed of nails.
1,000 corks.
Yeah, honestly, kind of. Jacob's just
Also-
gonna have to be drunk the entire time that I'm pregnant, and we're just gonna have to.
Well, he'll
Pop a
have to,
cap
he'll
on
have
there
to drink
every
for
time.
2. But also, bed of nails closed. Already baby proof.
Well, because
Problem solved.
that's kind
Problem
of
We
solved.
could just like we
Mic
could
drop.
just put like foam on the edges of it,
Well,
and
'cause
then
that's-
like you don't even
Nails
see the
aren't
nails
sharp from the side.
no, 'cause
Exactly.
that's also what I was thinking of. Like, if they're not gonna fall into them, and like also like there's only one nail hanging off the corner.
I'm more so
There's
worried
a
about
nail
the
hanging-
corners.
There's a nail hanging out the
like
on
the
one
edge,
side.
yeah, because they don't line up perfectly, and that case, like they're not gonna like jump up into it.
I know how to solve your problem.
What?
Just lock them in a room.
The bed of nails or the babies?
The babies. Too full.
The bed of nails.
Yeah, lock
it
them
has
in.
its own room. The room upstairs that we can't get into, we're just gonna shove all of them in there.
No, the freak show stuff goes in that room. I'm gonna come over one day and
Just the babies
you're
will
like,
be in there.
Izzy fucking made me put all my freak show stuff in the garage.
That'd be so sad because there's just so
I
many.
would be sad
There's so many loose nails and
because
animal
then
traps.
you'd be like,
You're gonna have kids.
The
You
kids
can't
won't-
have loose nails and animal traps.
the kids
I
won't
have
be
an
able to
animal
set the-
trap and a nail in my purse right now.
It's a mouse trap. It's
But
okay.
still-
It's an animal trap and a loose nail.
Yeah.
They're
I don't
fine.
even own any of those. I think I own a loose nail, maybe.
Well, you're not dating a really hot person.
I'm not dating a really hot anybody, okay, Izzy? Thanks a lot. Oh, wait, she called you really hot, even with a mustache.
Especially with
Do you
mustache.
think?
I like the
do you think-
mustache.
Do you think the mustache makes him less or more of a creepy uncle?
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
I don't think Jacob looks like a creepy uncle.
So
I think
No, but, like-
I will tell you, Jacob doesn't believe me. And I don't really believe myself, but I think the mustache is hot.
You know, she just said, I don't really believe myself.
yeah,
But like he gets it. He knows what I'm saying. Because he
You
doesn't
literally
really
just-
he doesn't believe me.
Yeah.
Counter.
But I love it. I love it.
I love it
think
too.
he looks
Yeah.
so
I
good.
think he's evolving into who he's meant
I
to be.
think
I
so
think
too.
so too. And I think that's the biggest part of it. It's just he's like, this is who I am. And I'm like, that's hot.
You're
Okay.
like, I'm glad you didn't have it when we started, but
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you wouldn't have dated me if I looked like this from
You
the
had
start.
hair and no
Yeah, I
mustache.
know,
To
and
begin
now
with, and now
no
you have
hair
no
and
hair.
only a mustache. It's a bald man's mohawk.
I love you.
that's what a mustache is, a bald head mohawk?
Absolutely,
Or is that your
it's one strip of hair.
Is that today's episode title?
A bald man's
A bald
mohawk.
man's mohawk.
I like
I
that.
like that.
That's a good one.
Okay, but I did actually have a topic that we just talked about that I did think was interesting. It was the idea of last time we hung out with our niece and nephew, and like it was bath time when we went away, and like we went in, said goodbye, gave him a kiss, and left. And honestly, there was part of me of being like, "Oh, good, I'm not a creepy uncle." Like that is just an honest thought as a man that I've had.
As somebody who knows that my sister will never watch this podcast, the first time I went over.
Okay.
No, okay, I'm sorry. My
listening.
sister had a baby like a month and a half
Still
ago.
interested in where you're going.
Yeah, I'm interested in where
Sorry,
you're going on this.
it's gonna be relevant. I promise. My sister had a baby like a month and a half ago, and I went in and saw her like maybe 2 weeks ago. And at one point, my brother-in-law was changing her, and just like full on baby vagina on the table, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, like it's really uncomfortable. It's kind
weird.
of jarring to see like a baby's vag.
Because
Yeah.
baby penises are funny.
Oh, they are.
I believe that, but like baby vaginas,
They're weird.
They're weird. They're uncomfortable.
So this does tie into what we talked about earlier on the pod.
It's just kind of like, oh,
Eating
like
ass.
this isn't a big
up.
deal, but like also maybe you shouldn't be seeing this.
Baby vaginas are weird for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, because like baby dicks are always funny. I
Dicks
guess
are-
not always, but still, to men they're always
Dicks
funny.
are always funny because we're immature.
Yeah.
And just it's just a little freaking
Yeah,
thing.
it's a
And
little thing
It's just
going.
a little thing, and like
And like your first, I was like, I hope you grow in the future. Like that's it. Like you're just like, I hope you do better than this.
that's
bud.
what's weird is when you're a parent and you have a boy.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you have such a tiny dick.
I know.
And then
What
if-
and then you just gotta hope, and then you just gotta hope one day you have
You'll
a big
get there,
dick.
yeah.
Like
That
but
is
then-
a
but
weird-
you don't know.
Yeah.
So your
And they
image,
won't
your
fucking tell
image of
you.
your son is a tiny penis.
Yeah, my dad doesn't know the size of my penis. I bet.
all I can picture is
Fuck.
that's all he
When
knows
do
of
you
your
think
penis.
the last time your dad saw you naked was?
It's probably a bath of like 3 where it's
Yeah,
No,
no,
not
I was gonna
3,
say
like
probably
10.
like
Oh,
9 is
10.
what I was gonna say. Is when my parents
But
probably
what's
last saw me
a flaccid
naked.
penis of 10 versus a flaccid
Not
penis
great. Well, because I remember
Such a fu-
I vaguely.
How much do penises grow between your 10 and when you're stopped growing?
I don't know when my dick started growing. I don't
Like, that's
remember.
Well, I
weird.
do know at one point it starts to grow,
Okay.
and I go, "That's a boner." You know what I'm
Because
saying?
my first
Remember that?
My first boner was
she
probably.
got it.
I think the first boner.
That's a boner.
that right there. That's a boner.
It's a-
Because what? First boner, probably like kindergarten that I remember.
What? Are you
Not
kidding?
sexual,
Are you
just
kidding?
hard.
Are you kidding? I guess okay. I don't remember, but I guess maybe I think it does happen
So-
because it's a bodily function.
So I remember.
I think it does.
Maybe-
you actually remember?
maybe way
In
out. Maybe it was.
kindergarten?
Maybe it was more like third grade.
I would hope so.
Where I remember me and my buddy, who him and I hung out every other day in the summer. Like literally, our parents had it set up where I'd spend the night at his house every other day. And I remember.
Where are you going with this?
I remember it being a joke that you would see his hard dick in his like little pants being like, "I'm happy," and that was a joke him and I had. You weren't a boy when you were like 9 and 10, where it was so.
I've never experienced this.
No. Also,
that's-
this guy was insane, and I remember seeing like his pants shooting straight out, and he'd be like, "I'm happy," and I'd be like, "Holy shit!"
That reminds
What's
me
the
of
women
the
equivalent
Red
of this?
Rocket episode.
Sean. That's his name.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I can picture his fucking face.
Yeah, and like, do you remember how insane and excitable he was, like as a person?
Yeah, you got it. Hopefully, he still has that excitement down below. Hopefully.
I remember that
He was a
very
weird fucker.
strongly.
We will bleep his last name.
Yeah. But I thought
I
you would know
literally
him.
just. I think I was in a musical.
What?
What's the women equivalent?
Did you guys get sexually assaulted as kids?
No, where did you get that from? That was another child.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, it was.
He got happy.
It was just like
No, it's sometimes when
boys
you're...
get random erections all the time.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I know, but like, was that a thing that you knew about this kid?
It was like a joke where he'd be like, "Fucking look at it."
That's not a joke.
Okay, South Park.
That's a bonus.
South
But like
Park.
other guys, our friend group didn't do it. Other guy friends were very dick heavy.
Dude, I do remember other friend groups, and I was like, "What are you?"
No, so
Dude,
we-
I've heard so many stories about not just other friend groups that we know about, other friend groups that I would occasionally hear about would be so dick heavy, being like, "Oh, look at my balls,"
Yeah,
or "Look
well,
at my."
do you remember
like what?
when you were in college and we made new friends and one of them was like, "Oh my god, I have gum stuck to my leg," and,
and
it was his balls.
and
you
he
and
pulled
I
it out of his shorts.
and you and I didn't have friends like that.
no,
at that time.
and that was apparently something they've done since freshman
it
year.
was funny, but it was still weird.
Did you ever helicopter your dicks?
Yes.
That was a big thing with my friend
It's
group when they
still
were in high
funny.
school. They
So-
loved to take out their dicks and like helicopter
To
them.
everybody?
So
No, just the guys. They would like go into a
I've
room by
never-
themselves.
I've never helicoptered.
So the only
I
time
know
you-
of it, but I've never done it.
the only time me and my friends did that was in the dark in our dorm room and we couldn't see each other. It was just the knowledge.
no, they would do it in like they would go into the bathroom
So
and like
you,
make sure that everybody
Taylor,
looked.
and Henry would helicopter
so
together.
the
In
joke
the
was
dark.
so the joke was we couldn't see each other. It was just the trust of you could hear the bed moving and you were like,
weird.
"I'm doing it."
That's weird.
It was
That's
weird.
fucking weirder.
Yeah, that's really weird.
That's weirder. That means all of you have your penis out in the dark.
But they
making it
all
hard.
want to. They
No,
all want
no.
to watch. They
No, it's
all
not a
want
hard
to.
thing. Your dick doesn't have to be hard to helicopter.
No, but the act of doing
You
it.
have to get
I feel like it
But
would
the
be
act
better
of-
if it was softer.
Yeah.
no, but the
you
act
have-
of doing it makes it hard, right?
No, you're just getting the rhythm down.
You're slapping your penis against the bed.
Yeah, but
Why
it's
would
a
that
mo-
make it hard?
a
Against the
mo-
bed.
It's
Unless
called
you're
motion.
unless you're a masochist. What else are you slap? Isn't that what you were just saying?
No, you're
You're not
swinging
slapping
helicopter,
it,
swinging
swing
it,
it.
swinging it in the air.
It's just
no,
getting
I
the
thought you said
motion
that,
going.
like the slapping. That's what they heard.
no, they're hearing the
No,
motion of like
the bed moving.
so like
Yeah.
on a bunk bed.
We're all lofted.
All three of you are.
Yeah, at the ceiling.
You're doing it on one single bed. It's like, dude, you have a triple decker?
we were lofted.
So you're all on the same plane.
Yes, no. So same levels.
They were making intense eye contact the entire
you can't
time.
see a thing.
I don't know if I would like it better if. I think I would like it better if you were all on the same. If you were on a triple bunk bed,
That's fair.
and that's the whole bed is going bam, 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 bam,
So you couldn't even stop
and then
it.
eventually take off, baby.
No, I also remember a weird thing we did once where we were all peeing in different stalls. I was like, guys, how many times can you twist or flip your dick over and still pee?
Jesus Christ!
Where it's like the idea like you're holding your
So
dick like
now
this.
now you're like, yeah. Remember, friends groups are obsessed with their dicks. I've never done anything like this.
No, but also like other friend groups like jacked off
they
with
would-
each other.
Yeah, they would like eat biscuits.
I would like to say I have never once been in a bathroom with a friend of mine and been like,
All girls go to the bathroom
Yeah,
together.
girls go to
though.
bathrooms together.
but like we're not necessarily peeing at the same time. It's me saying I have to go to the bathroom and my best friend being like, okay, I'll go with you.
What
And
does she
just
do?
Standing there.
That's weirder.
No, they just stand
So
in
they
the
just
bathroom.
hear you pee.
Yeah, they're just listening.
Yeah, and I
Which
appreciate
is what
that.
Jacob wants.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
All
I
right.
don't want you to be peeing at the same time.
You
and
don't
talking to
want
me.
that or you don't care?
If
You
you're
you would
We're
rather
bringing it
me.
up.
So if we both have to pee at the same time, you'd rather me just listen to you pee,
Yes.
not pee at the same
Yes.
time as you.
We've been over this.
So-
I don't
so
want to
can
pee
we-
with
I'm
you.
not saying one bathroom. I'm not saying one toilet. I'm saying in a bathroom with many toilets and urinals or whatever. You would rather I go in with you purely to listen to you pee, not that I also have to pee myself, which is why I would go into a bathroom.
No.
You want me purely to go in there just to listen to you.
No,
Exactly.
Jacob. Okay. Shut the fuck up. First of all,
he's trying to ease his way in.
No,
first of all, I don't want a man to come into the bathroom
I'm
and
not
listen to
saying
me
as a
pee.
man, I'm
But
saying as a
no,
friend.
Okay,
This is
as my
unisex.
friend, as my gay ass friend, yeah, I want you
Whoa.
to stand in the
He
bathroom.
called you gay, dude.
yeah, what the fuck is that
Well,
about?
unless it's a gender neutral bathroom.
Yeah, which are the norm nowadays.
Yeah, come
No,
on,
they're
Why are
not.
you such a bigot?
Yeah, come on.
Jesus fucking Christ.
They
Use
are.
your minor.
This is on the internet, Isabel.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hashtag.
Hashtag himself. What?
Yeah, what do you have to say now? Huh?
Nothing.
That's what I thought. What's our next topic?
I am curious about this though. This is a curious topic. Do you remember when your parents kicked you off of your phone plan?
Oh, well, I talked about this for her too.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Well, tell her your story real quick.
Okay, I'll do it real quick because I did tell it on the pod in this episode. So for my birthday, my dad was like, "Hey, I'm coming to town. You want to meet at the Verizon store?" And then for my birthday, I got kicked off the phone.
Mic up.
That's so expensive.
Can you imagine your parents be like, "Hey, meet me here," and then they hand you a bill?
No, I literally
And not even get free dinner.
I bullied my parents into putting me back on their plan for another couple years.
Yeah, because you got lucky that they went with it, that it
my
worked
sister,
out.
when she was in college, she got another phone, but like I didn't get a phone since I was like my junior year of high school.
Damn.
So I went into my sophomore year and I was like, "You guys are gonna buy me another phone before I graduate, right?" And they were like, "We'll see." And I was like, "Okay," because I fucked up my phone. My phone was fucked the fuck
It was
up.
bad.
Yeah.
It's cracked. It has water damage.
And that's how we're filming right now.
I messed it up.
Is our old phone.
It's my own fault, and I stand by that. But just like all of a sudden, like 3 weeks ago, my parents were like, "We're gonna get you guys all new phones, and we're gonna pay
Damn,
for it."
recently.
And I was like, "No questions asked." Okay,
Well, hey, your mom was able to do a bragging Facebook post about
that's
it.
true. It's like literally the day after they bought us all phones, or even like put in the group chat that they were gonna buy us phones. My mom put a picture on Facebook, and it was like a new phone, and it was like "Happy Christmas, Nanky kids," and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So it's your Christmas gift.
Yeah, just needed
No,
to brag
like
about
that's
it.
the only thing I'm getting for Christmas, but which is totally, it's
Yeah,
a brand new
It's
phone.
brand new phone.
That is totally,
I got-
totally great.
I always
God.
say it's not going to be sad this time.
It is.
No, it's not. This one's going to be fine. My phone that I have currently
okay.
was paid for with YouTube money, which is cool as fuck.
Holy shit, dude.
Wes and I both upgraded our phones
That's fucking
with
awesome.
channel money.
Congrats.
Yeah, it was cool just being able to walk in and be like, $800. Bam.
Do you remember when Rubber Duck Production,
Rubber Duck Productions.
yeah, was happening?
Make sure you wear protection.
And we
kids.
did a video called like "What We Can Buy with the Money," and it was like gum,
We did?
a Tootsie Roll. I think we were like pitched the idea. I don't know if we ever actually made it. When we only made like
Bazooka gum?
it was like $1.12.
Do you remember
is all we made.
Bazooka Gum?
Yeah, it's still a thing.
Is it?
Yeah,
With comics?
yeah. Bazooka Joe. Yeah,
Dude, those comics were cool as fuck. The gum sucked.
yeah, because it was good for 10 seconds.
Did you ever, real quick, I know we've been going a little long on this episode, but also we've had a couple of breaks. Do you remember, did I ever take you to the gas station that you used to go to all the time as a child?
Vine Street one.
Vine Street
the
one?
ones you guys stole from, and I got nervous.
Yep. Answer my question. Did you ever steal from there?
Nope, I never did because I was terrified of stealing.
Jacob's dad is a cop. He can't even smoke weed without being nervous.
No,
Yeah,
so
you don't. What's weed?
So for that gas station, I used to bring the man who owned it 2 cans, and he would give me a Laffy Taffy for it because they cost 10 cents. And he was like, "Oh, I'll return the cans." That was the relationship I had
That's
with that
really
man.
cute.
Is that he lied to me that he would return cans I brought him. So before I went in there, I'd be digging through the trash, looking through 2 things I could recycle for 10 cents. That's how terrified I was to steal.
I stole so much from that. Also, it transferred ownership at some point.
Yes, so it was the second person that I'm talking
We stole
about.
so much from the first person.
Second guy was so nice.
Second guy, and then our neighbor got so paranoid because we were stealing so much
What would you steal?
candy.
Yeah, it was like 50 cents worth of things.
Like, because also back then things were cheap. That's
was stealing-
candy was $1 back then.
My go-to theft because of ease of use and I could one finger it up my sleeve was
God,
no, it was this motion.
I know.
didn't like
Still
the
didn't
way
like it. Yeah.
What's wrong with this motion?
I didn't like any of of that.
Mentos.
What?
Why?
It comes in the tube.
It's not even that good.
Yeah, it's
Not
fantastic.
even like the fruit Mentos?
What?
No, they were the fruit
Mike.
Mentos.
We brought you on.
Yeah, no one really cares. I was thinking like the mint ones or like the fruit ones.
The fruit ones.
Okay, that's a little
The
bit better.
fruit ones are good, but I would literally, boom, boom, like 4 or 5 of them.
I hate that.
No, but they were so easy because I'd wear my coat, sleeve, pocket, sleeve. I'd be like fucking reverse Spider-Man, baby. Let's
Ew.
go.
That's gonna be a gif. I don't know what you were expecting, sir.
No, I am unable to steal from stuff.
I haven't. It was because I grew up with a very influential neighbor.
I also don't think I've ever stolen. But like for
Whatever.
no specific no.
Stealing can be its own. I think we've addressed stealing.
No,
before on
because I think
podcasts.
I've told the story where I stole a cookie from my kindergarten lunch line and then threw it up because I was so nervous.
I stole a mug from the Bluebird Cafe in Iowa City
Oh, the Bluebird Cafe's
for,
awesome.
Bluebird
for
Cafe
my
is good.
sister's husband.
Makes sense.
The first time that
The
we
mu-
went out
the
to
mugs
eat.
are cool, the
The
logo.
mugs are really cool.
I used to be notorious of stealing things from restaurants when I was dating Fro.
No,
Yeah,
I think that
believe
was
her
the
name.
only thing I've ever
I
stolen.
remember we had a
though.
Ponchero's dip cup for a while.
We used to steal. I would have hot sauce from Poncheros. I have an A&W full glass
Mug.
from mug.
those are
I
good.
have a bunch of salsa cups. I have Parmesan shakers from Pizza Ranch. I have because every time we would go out to eat, we would steal something. Because that was like our in Home Alone, they're like the web bandits. That was their
Yeah.
calling card.
Is there just be less things there? Were you the reason I ran out of spoons at my apartment?
You
I thought it was
wish.
forks.
No, a spoon. Or
It
shit,
was
I can't-
forks.
Was
I
it
think it
forks?
was
Yeah.
It was
forks.
forks, and that's a great bit.
No, because I think girls started stealing
That's
stuff.
what you said.
Yeah.
I think it was
But-
forks.
In high school,
Probably forks. I
I would
wouldn't notice
steal all
spoons.
the time in the lunchroom because we would have trays.
Yeah.
But it was
In backpacks.
no, but like it was like you go through the line and you could grab a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I would always put something under my tray and hold
Oh,
it with my
food,
hands.
yeah.
So it'd either be like a sandwich, Pop Tarts, or anything and I would just hold my tray, give him my card with my other hand, and then walk away.
See,
And then bam, I would do it every single day
I remember when I was
because
like
I'm a criminal.
when I was like a junior in high school and I had to check into school with my mom for like when you were like doing all the stuff and there was a lunch lady there and she told my mom like he says hi to me every day and my mom cried from happiness and I was like I'm gonna be so good to these lunch ladies forever.
Jesus,
that is
dude.
my lunch lady like story.
Lunch
Why are you
ladies
such a-
are really great though.
Yeah, you're
Why
a
are you such
monster.
an innocent boy and why you look like this right now?
I don't know
Why you gotta be like this?
Why did you dress like this?
because it's a podcast, Isabel. I want to look nice.
You wearing sweatpants?
I know, but I don't.
There
I'm not gonna
isn't-
put on slacks.
There is nice.
Okay. There's cat fur on them.
And there's cat fur on everything of mine apparently.
Apparently, there's nothing on my side.
Yeah, I don't fucking get his mic doesn't have cat hair on it. Mine's covered.
And also, his headphones are covered in cat hair.
I also have cat fur all over my microphone.
I know how to take care of my fucking mics.
Literally all over.
Yeah, it's at my house, so I don't get it. All right, what else did we talk about?
I think that was it.
I don't pull up your iPad. Is that it?
I think that was it, dude. We did a 6 months goal check-in.
Yeah, Robert met like half of his 6 months goals.
I did more than half, dude. I did fucking great.
Probably.
What were your 6 months goals?
Oh my god,
You gotta
she doesn't listen to
you
the
gotta
podcast.
podcast. We talked about face off. We talked about the getting off my phone plan. We talked about unemployment a little bit, but
Yeah.
there's no follow.
So you ever been unemployed? I don't think you have,
No, not really.
because I was only on it for like a month, and I
I was
hated it.
Well, I'm not
unemployed.
even on unemployment. I'm
Right,
just
yeah.
unemployed.
I was unemployed for the first 2 weeks of COVID, but I was a server, so I was making like $30 a week. And I was like, this is bullshit. So I started like taking phone orders at the place that I was working.
It is kind of cool. I was talking to Daniel that we climb with.
Yep.
I have a really cool coffee shop in Des Moines, and he said that during COVID he was unemployed. And,
That's weird
And,
for him,
and
yeah.
he said that
But like he also has so many sustainable things on his land.
no, but like
Not then.
no, but he
Really?
said it was awesome. But then also like I was like I'm getting stir crazy, and he was like, yeah, I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was like it's really cool, but then also there's nothing to do.
You have to put yourself on a routine.
You have to.
If you don't have something that you're doing every day, that's what I noticed.
I mean,
Even,
I do have stuff to do, but I don't have a routine.
But even like the 4 days that I had off for Thanksgiving, I was just sitting there and I was like, I have nothing to do today. Like I'm going to
and did,
get kind of fucked up.
and did you sleep
know?
terrible because of it?
Yeah.
I've been sleeping terrible because of it.
Because I don't have any motivation to get up early in the morning.
Exactly.
I don't have any
So your body
motivation
just
to
goes,
go
"Fuck you."
to bed early in the afternoon. Like it,
Well, I go to bed. I try to go to bed at a decent time every night, but I can't because my body won't let me. Apparently, you're tired right now.
I'm always tired.
I get it. I'm sure the listeners are fucking tired too because it's been a long podcast. And we thank you for listening.
The Moist Monday.
This has been the Moist Monday podcast. Make sure I'll do it again because I already said it earlier and Jacob was like, there's another segment. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about today's topics. Let us know what you think about freaking life.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. I don't know what else to say.
Happy Moist Monday.
Happy Moist
everybody.
Monday, everybody. This has been
Moist Monday.
Moist Monday.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
Your toes are on camera.
That's fine.
Every time she's like, I don't like your feet.
I know.
I don't like that your feet are just out.
I got hobbit feet.
Ew.
You will eventually probably be on wiggy feet.
That'd be awesome, though.
Ew.